And I was like, fuck it, I'll make it based off of a video game. If level 1000 is the highest level anybody can achieve, all right, that goes to Ophist and Great Red. They're both level 1000.
Yeah. Which, first off, I gotta quickly say this. Hello, chat. How are you all doing today? And, we were having some fun messing around. Ah, Chaos, fuck you. All
If
jokes
the
aside.
level scaling only goes to 1000, I believe that those particular dragons would have probably broken outside of the level scaling.
You have to talk with one of them.
And two of us are
Alright.
more attuned
Oh.
to two different sides of the coin.
Edward,
What?
I just figured out something for you.
Oh,
God.
no.
Does that involve actually trying to get that conversation and succeeding?
Yep, you want dream magic?
Alright.
You want dream magic? You gotta
Uh-oh.
talk to Great Red.
Uh-oh.
Ooh,
You get Great Red to train you in dream magic. That's what'll get you your fucking rule of cool.
Edward would be the only person that Great Red would talk to anyway.
Yes and no.
I mean,
It's doable,
alright.
but remember, he's a dragon. He's the dragon of dragons.
I mean, Drax and
So I'm gonna
He's
go
the
ahead and
Edward,
dragonest
switch the
dragon
screen
that ever
over.
did dragon.
Drax and Edward are both in tune with the dream. However, Drax is also in tune with the infinite void. If he wanted to learn void magic, he just have to talk to Ophis.
Yes, which is
Okay.
easier to do, but also harder to train because Ophis would try to rope you into getting her sight. Clint's back.
Well,
Mhm.
Well, here's the thing, Robert. Here's what I would think would happen to Edward if this happened.
Snack. Oh. I'm sorry. I had to make the joke.
Like, that's the optimal fail.
That is the optimal fail. That is the optimal fail. Because the optimal fail is salvageable.
All right, so
Which,
that I'm gonna bring in Discord now so y'all can hear it.
In any case, that would be like. It would bring me closer to better control of the dream, so I wouldn't be like breaking power containers when trying to channel it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
So it is possible, and it would really give you a beef up in your repertoire of power and ability. That's why it's a challenge, because it's also tough to do, because it's Great Red. It's Great Red.
This is the kind of things that happen before the show.
For level scaling, Sergex is level 500. The Big G is level 900. Shiva's level 800. Y'all are around level 250 to 425.
With Ezra hitting that 425.
Correct.
So I guess I'm 250.
Yes, you just achieved 250.
which Drax
Edward reaches
is.
the,
Now, where the rest of us fall,
NGDA.
that depends on. Well,
I
Ezra.
actually
I do
do
love it.
wonder where Drax and Declan fall.
Declan falls on the lower end due to the tomfuckery with his sacred gear right now. So he's around 270, 280.
Okay.
Drax is around the moderate end.
Ooh.
so around like 350 range.
Around 350. Thamas is the second highest due to his race being a dragon. His level cap is different from everybody's else. A pure devil. Okay, I want to specify that. A pure devil has a level cap of 500. Remember, like 500, like that the level is just the raw power. A level 500
Strawberry
Sergex can throw down with a level 700 Odin and probably win.
Okay.
Hmm.
It just means basic raw power. The
So-
idea of magical concepts will augment that. Concept of destruction is a cheat code.
Mm.
That basically takes him from 500 to about
Yeah.
850.
It is
A little bit less
D&D
than that.
time. I had to
I
look
would say less
myself,
than-
so.
Probably about
But
735.
we're doing
710.
D&D today. We have
Not too high.
So,
710.
so,
about.
so
Five-
what's the maximum?
today.
You know,
For
So-
of
We all
all
just
right,
did our level up.
Yaokai is pure Yaokai is also
So,
500.
Yeah, we
Okay.
did our level ups.
Pure Yaokai is also
Um,
500, but none of y'all are pure anything.
Most of us are.
A human sacred gear wielder is also 500. Okay,
Hmm.
base human with nothing is 100.
I gotta make sure I have that window up. But yeah,
Alright.
we did our
Makes
level
sense.
up today. I'm
Mhm.
level
Y'all are
5.
none of those things. The max level of a dragon is 999.
with us just doing our level up.
As you
so
get
we got
high
more
enough
health.
levels, you could
Uh,
ascend into
Your boy
basic
is
godhood,
now at,
and that would upgrade your level cap technically. Obviously, these are just for
80
in my
hit
head, and they
points.
don't really mean jack shit because you
So,
guys don't have to be
yeah.
gods to kill gods,
Mm.
as you have shown
that.
already. You
Yeah,
don't have to
so
be level 800 to kill a level
y-
800.
You
As
guys
a
are
group,
hearing
we're around
as we
800.
This is usually
Yeah,
our
if you guys
conversations
work together, since you guys are a
before
bunch of
stream.
level
So
250,
this is
around as
normal.
average level 325, average.
So, but
Roughly, yeah.
yeah,
Roughly, you guys could punch a
But welcome
lot
to the
higher than your
stream.
weight class.
we
Currently,
will be getting into D&D here shortly. We're just hashing out some stuff.
Ezra could go
and-
toe to toe.
Teamwork
Yeah.
and powers.
yeah, Ezra could probably solo a minor god, and
boy.
and
Uh,
maybe
hey-
win against a moderate
hey-
god.
Hey,
but
hey, Robert. Just flex already.
Yeah, just
Well-
flex.
Well, let's put it this way: Ezra could fight a Olympic god, still get his ass kicked, but that Olympic god ain't coming away unscratched.
no, yeah. All right, that makes a lot more sense than I've written down right now. But yeah, it makes sense. So that's basically how the power scaling works with ultimate shit. I don't have tiers made up yet, but these level scalings aren't really gonna matter because these are just my own brain to figure out where the DCs are,
Yeah,
and even
Yeah.
then they don't even factor into that.
yeah.
Yes.
But
So to put it in simpler terms, Ovis and Red are triple to quad S class beings.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
In moments of
Uh,
JDE, Edward would
and-
probably be what, like
D to C.
Yeah. By the
Mostly
way,
D, I would say. I would say everybody at their strongest in RDI are high Bs
Uh,
spread across the A's, and some of you touching S.
by the way, I just
um,
realized something.
Hmm.
Declan, Tomas,
Mm.
something seems wrong here. I'm looking at Roll20. Something seems wrong here.
Deal with it, slut.
No, that's Shia.
Wait, what?
Okay, yeah, but there's that. So,
Oh yeah.
yeah.
There are two
So
people that don't
don't-
have their proper things up.
so don't worry about it. It's just my
Oh.
own little my own little brain drain there.
I see what you mean.
Yeah. I just wasn't gonna go straight out and go, "Hey guys, change your tokens."
Yeah. So
No, I will. I don't care.
there's that. You're already on your token screen.
No. Remember, because of this being an older layer, it doesn't have the updated.
No. I was talking about well, no, those were up
So
there.
Player
Player
icons on the
player
bottom of
icons.
the screen.
Yeah,
Yeah,
player
the
icons.
The only person who doesn't have an updated token right now is Tomas.
He has said he doesn't care.
Yeah,
So,
pretty much.
fair enough. If you don't care, you don't care. I'm not gonna force anybody to do shit.
Yeah. Honestly, that just makes it where, hey, you never have to worry about layer changes and then icon changes. It's just Boom, there.
So there's that. All right. So we last left off. You guys were pulled out of
There we go.
Japan due to blowing up a hole in mementos, thus breaking the hold that Dr. Maruki had over the world. RDI then moved to quarantine Japan and succeeded.
Mm-hmm.
So it's quarantined right now, and they're going to see if what happens. They can't go in, nobody can go out.
Nobody
So
can
your new
communicate.
hire, Goro Akechi, aka Crow, is like, I'll handle this. And you guys got pulled out.
Oh,
So Goro's handling it.
by the way, also Joker's handling it, and I don't know
Joker
if
is
he
handling
has
it.
actually decided to
You don't
accept.
you
the
don't know
thing.
if he's
You
used the
won't know
pawns.
until you know.
Exactly.
You won't
that-
know until after they deal with Maruki.
We're
Then
just
you'll
adding
probably-
like the recap. He has pawns
Yeah.
that he can choose to use or not right at this moment. He will always have
And
those
since-
pawns.
Due to his wildcard nature, you had to give him his fully realized wildcard nature, I should say. Since he has his ultimate persona, you had to give him some mutation pieces. It's fine.
Yeah, but it works.
It worked. He hasn't used them, or he might have used them already. You don't
We
know.
don't know yet.
Because due to how everything's fucked over there,
The only
No
one
energy
that
goes
I
in or
know
out.
of.
Quarantine is 3 ways from Sunday to the point that nothing gets in, nothing gets out.
The only
Yep.
the only
Okay.
piece that I know of is Walter, who is currently with us.
The real quick before we get too deep into this, I generally like to do introductions. So we have our DM Robert/Edward, or not Edward,
Ezra.
Robert/Ezra.
Brother.
Sorry, sorry. My brain go burr.
Shia, you fail.
Yes, I know.
No,
And
she's
you
just
failed.
full of flute rain right this moment.
And then
Well, it's between
we
noses.
have Drax.
Yo. I am
Then we have
going to
Tomas.
Thomas.
Tomas. Some horrible names. Shut up. Then we have Edward.
The strongest human mage to ever grace the plane's existence.
Then we have
MMP.
Declan, our group class clown.
the class
Yo.
clown that actually manages to almost kill us each time, but manages somehow not to.
Yep, pretty much.
Just because he's a clown sometimes doesn't mean he's not reliable.
Yeah, this is very true. He's a very reliable clown. And then we have Jan,
AKA Lucy.
aka Lucy.
Olo.
One of the
Michael,
good ones for say we need to freeze time. She's your gal.
Yep.
Yeah, she has some very special things that nobody but me knows about right now. Tomas actually kind of touched upon it a little bit.
I know
You know.
some things. I just keep my fucking track.
Picked up what I was
Of
laying
course.
down during the last
course.
arc with
Of
that
course.
priest, but you know,
Yee.
we'll
You know.
we'll see how that works. It could, in fact, show up in this arc as well.
Nice,
Lord.
nice. So yeah, this is the D&D group and crew. So without further ado, let's get into this new arc, Arc 5.
The
And,
flesh-bound book and bloody gem. Now, here's where we were. You guys got pulled out of Japan because Doc said that there was there was energy readings that was flagged. Now, RDI only has very few forms of energy readings flagged, very unique energy readings flagged, and
Mhm.
2 of them were flagged in the same location. The first one was the Philosopher's Stone, made by Nicholas Flamel. Edward asked to be kept appraised of its location. So RDI put a marker on the energy, which is very noticeable. Drax wanted a different form of energy being able to be known. The Necronomicon was the second form of energy that was being tracked, as the book was stolen by an age-old nemesis, Wesker. They got a hit, the border of Mexico between Mexico and the U.S. and went over there. Apparently, there's been a surgence of vampires in the area. So much so that, well, Lucy's family, specifically her grandfather, was there after his sabbatical in the Divine Stable Time Rift. We'll get back to that later. Just know that he was not in current era, and he's now in current era. He was looking for somebody. He didn't find them. Took one look at Edward and like, oh God, not again.
Yeah.
That
And
same look in your eyes, Sonny Jim. But now you all are at a safe house, and one of Ezra's peerage members, Tommy, was there doing scout reconnaissance, and Lucy's grandfather was asking all sorts of questions about the morphing process. So there's that. That's where we left off. Now it's time for your investigation.
well,
You gotta
Drax already went
find-
for a walk, from what I remember.
Drax already went for a walk. Roll me a D100.
This can only go so well.
75.
Ooh, very well for Drax. All right, we'll get to you shortly. What is everybody else doing? It's time for your investigation. The goal of this investigation: find out where these fuckers are.
I am making rip-arounds out of silver.
If any of them, yeah, you're making rip-arounds out of silver. Ezra's gonna help you make the silver to melt down the silver. So he's using his flaming maul to heat up something, so it's also getting the blessed property.
Okay.
So you have to wear dragonhide gloves. Contrary to popular belief, you don't need to kill a dragon to get dragonhide. They shed it.
Mm-hmm.
So it's
And-
completely humane.
Alongside some of
Yes,
their,
and
skills.
I say this: I can also help with that process of cooling them down.
Mm-hmm.
But
And the fact that I had made a phone call beforehand as well and have gotten help.
Yes, he will be here shortly.
which when the last we were there, like we were saying, like Declan was doing this. Drax just went for a walk to kind of survey the area while he's waiting. So he's just more or less waiting for Ezra to say get back here at this point. So just letting you know what Drax is waiting for. But
All right. So before I say what I am doing, I wish to know where you are pulling the information for the Neko show from for my character.
DXD.
The DXD wiki.
Repeat, sorry.
I wish to know where you are pulling the information for a Neko show.
DXD. Most of the supernatural races are pulled
That-
from DXD, except for dragons, which are pulled from Elder Scrolls.
that is not a
Okay.
Pokeball milk.
But are also like, well, they're half and half. Dragon culture is pulled from Elder Scrolls, but dragon abilities
Thank
and
you,
looks
Fro,
are pulled from
for the
DXD.
tip.
That's not a
I wanted the
Pokeball
Thum,
either.
right? I wanted the Thum.
You
Wanted-
reversed your statement, but anyway.
fight me.
Milk, if you're gonna
My
do
statement
anything,
wasn't reversed. It was just
frickin'
augmented.
shout yourself out.
Pray I don't augment the deal any further.
All right, which
Oh, and because of what,
parking lot do you want to meet in?
yeah, and because of what we're dealing with,
Fine.
I'm asking.
Just asking because I was looking through Neko Show information from that and the other, and I wanted to, because it in that, and then in oh, what's the other thing that Neko Show come from? Oh dear God, and Senjutsu, which is the power I use. It's also in Naruto. So I wanted to understand where more of the background's coming from, so I can formulate what I'm doing.
So
So
y'all has used chakra, so I ain't doing Naruto.
Senjutsu is something totally different. That's just
Well,
stuff
it
based
still
off
has
of life
basis.
energy.
It still has basis, and some of the stuff in Naruto matches exactly what Senjutsu from DxD is, and some of the stuff doesn't. So I was
Yes,
just
but
curious.
the senjutsu he's using is purely from DxD.
Okay,
I'm
Perfect.
Sorry to quickly interrupt. 1 second. Milk, I'm not a fucking Pokemon. Fuck off and shout yourself out, motherfucker.
Oh, also Milk. Remember, you got to battle him first.
And you would lose.
So yeah, there's a lot of things I'm
First
pulling from a lot of
Pokeball.
areas.
Let Ryuk. Pokeball, go!
So yeah,
Fuck you,
it's a quick ball.
Chaz.
because
Better be a
in
quick ball.
Naruto, because Naruto Senjutsu users are sensitive to vampiric
Crabs?
entities. In
I'll give you crabs.
DxD, they are not.
Oh,
so
something
that's
like
Wait,
that.
whoa,
kind of what I was asking.
whoa. No, you got that backwards.
Chakra.
I thought she was talking
Okay.
about.
So
Oh boy.
for anybody here in chat, go check out Milk. He's a great variety streamer. He likes to come in shit posts, which I love. It is great. It's always great to see you, man. Thank you for showing up. How was your day, actually? Pokemon talks too much. Fuck you, Milk. Great ball. Haha, nope. Fuck you. Anyways, all jokes aside, I'll actually get that set up there, Milk, where it has something that throws a Pokeball at me at some point. Make it funny for you, and I'll have it have multiple different Pokeballs. So, yeah. Anyways, yeah. But other than that, yeah, no, they're not. Sadly, a net ball wouldn't even work. A great ball, nope, not a chance. Great ball, nope. Ultra ball, nope. Beast ball, nope. Punk is, you bitch. I tell you. Hey. A Master Ball wouldn't even work. I'm too fast. I'm too fast for your throws. You have to catch me while I'm napping, and you gotta also fight me, motherfucker.
Declan
Yeah,
is
but
making
also-
bullets.
Okay.
Yes, but as I said before, I got cut off by Shia beforehand. After I help you and Declan with the silver bullets, I'm making some UV bullets.
Fair enough. Those will help against some of them.
Well, considering what we're against,
Yeah, so the UV bullets will help against some of them.
yes.
There are more varieties of
Yes,
vampires.
because, well, yeah, considering it's multiple types in this. Only
Yeah.
certain ones will have effects of certain things.
Yep.
I just
And
got a
some of them
piano
won't even be
thrown at
affected
me.
by it. But those are the daywalkers.
But
Yeah, I was about to say
Ugh.
Blade theology.
It's more than just Blade. It's I'm drawing
get
a
it, I
l-
get it, but I was just for my audience so they get an understanding.
One second. Yes, Milk. That's what happens when you hit piano. It drops a piano on my head.
Yeah,
I
it
should go
literally
drop
drops the piano on him.
I should go
The
drop
science
something on you.
show.
No.
I already dropped the metal rain, so that's on cooldown. The piano is on
Oh.
cooldown.
What
No.
is Lucy and Shia doing then? And Edward.
Well,
Hi. If you're
Wasn't last
receiving this
time
message, then
Lucy's
I would like to
granddad
inform you
decided to
that
just like
you will now be offered to the
spend some
blood god.
quality time with
Blood
Lucy,
for the
and
blood
Lucy's
god, blood
just
for the
like,
blood god, blood for the blood god, blood for the blood god, blood for the blood god.
Yeah,
blood for the
yeah.
blood
I mean, he's going to show you all of the data and pictures from the Bronco Rangers.
fun.
He hasn't seen you in a long time. It's his prerogative to tease you.
So, I just gotta quickly ask this. I know I'm getting off topic here, but Chaos, why am I getting offered to the blood gods?
Oh no, we're offering milk up to the blood gods.
Oh,
Good. Good. I don't know. That milk is
mean, we just
spoiled. The
offer
blood
you-
gods
we
might get
just-
indigestion.
maybe.
we have to offer you to the blood god. Blood for the
Alright.
blood god. Blood for the blood
Shia, what are you doing?
I am going to meditate and focus on trying to sense malice around me.
Okay.
Around the area we're
You're
in.
trying to pinpoint a nexus of malice. Dangerous, but effective. All right. I will need you to roll me a hack check for that.
Alright.
Yours is the easiest. Edward, what are you doing?
I gotta quickly say this. She will instantly be able to find Drax wherever he is. Because right now he's still pissed because of the fucking book being used here.
Sensing
All right.
malice is different from sensing
Oh,
emotions.
damn it.
Well,
Damn it!
Holy
already in it.
shit. She
Damn
is
it.
already whipping out her fucking Buddha cock on the floor. Hello?
Okay.
Oh shit.
Oh, wow.
All right. 34. All right. I'll get back to you shortly.
Hey, wait. I got 75. If you said it, I was gonna be gone back to as well. So me.
Yeah. You'll both be getting back to. I'll hit Drax because Shia's knowledge will progress the story. Edward.
Wasn't
making?
I gonna try to find a place to meditate?
Yes, because you were free to meditate and talk to somebody.
Who? We don't know.
To get into your mindscape because now it's safe to actually enter.
Ah, God fucking damn it.
So
Rape Niche.
I'm gonna do that.
Big Nash, I'll hit it with you.
Okay, cool. All right, to the people who are still in the headquarters, which are a good amount of you, the door opens. And there is an imposing figure standing in the doorway. Covered head to toe in black outfit, dark-skinned man with a blade on his back, sunglasses, and pointed teeth. He looks around the room, and locks eyes with Ezra, moves off of Ezra, locks eyes with Tomas, and then scans the rest of the room before he finally says, "So I hear you have a vampire problem."
Pretty much. Where we're heading, your line of work.
Ah, yes, Blade.
Yes.
Milk
For those
actually.
of you who are
Milk actually asked, "Is that Blade?" Yes,
It is
yes, it
Everyone
is.
says it out loud.
Yeah, it is Blade. He looks at you, devil.
Indeed. More than one of me here, by the way.
I can smell that. Tomas, after this, we're square.
That's fine.
I just
Currently,
kinda
we're looking
tilt
for
my head
the
and
main
look at him.
areas. We'll find them, but it's going to take a hot minute.
Oh wait, no,
That's
I'm
fine.
meditating, so I don't even notice him.
Yeah, no. I mean, you could sense his life force.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
So I crack one of my eyes
Okay.
open and peer at him, tilt
Okay.
my head, and then go back into my meditative state.
One second. So we are having it where he can because it fits the stuff we're doing. We're
Exactly.
doing we're having some creative liberties with some stuff, so we can actually.
And by the way, milk. No, it is not that one. It is the default regular, just enhanced.
Yeah.
Because we need it for this purpose.
Yeah. Just so people are aware, like we're doing creative liberties because of shit like that.
Yeah, in Blade there was no demons, there was no angels, it was just vampires.
Yeah.
So it's just a logical step that Blade would have enhanced senses, and the supernatural races would give off a very specific scent.
That and he is of the supernatural world, so he understands there's more than just vampires. He's just dealing with the vampire threat.
Yes. So yes. That's Blade. Those of you who are in the similar circles as vampires will know Blade.
So even
those of you
Drax
who are not will not. Yeah, you and Thamas
I-
would know Blade. Declan would know Blade because the devils have interacted with the vampires. So there's that. So Blade is just standing there, looking around. So when are we moving out? When we have a
Probably
location.
Just a little bit. We're just getting everything ready.
Mm-hmm. Waiting for the bullets to finish absorbing the holy energy. I thought I felt my skin crawl.
It didn't do
You think your
anything. Why
skin's
did it
crawl?
do
Imagine
anything?
what this guy's feeling. He points to Declan. Yeah, Declan. It's kind of like you're sitting a bit too close to the sun.
Waves a hand clad in dragon hide.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, just so you don't get fucking burnt. Literally burnt.
Yes, there's a reason why I'm also helping cool everything down.
Yep.
Including Declan.
Oh yeah. Because Thamas's natural energy is antithesis to holy energy, so Thamas doesn't like it either. But dragon fortitude,
annoyance to me.
Yeah, dragon fortitude is different from a lot of things. But you'll get there. You'll get there, Declan. You'll get that dragon fortitude eventually. Obviously, never to the level of Thamas, but you might reach the level of Ezra.
I'm not a goddamn Pokemon.
Great ball.
The
You
slipper
do
was
look like a
funny though.
you do
Shut
look
up,
like a pretty
Declan.
good pincushion. If you ask me.
So, but he just looks around. Fine, I'll wait here then. Can't wait to kill some other vampires.
I'm surprised he doesn't notice me, the yokai in the room.
Oh, he does. He's just not saying anything about it.
He does, but you don't rate even a blip on his radar.
Ouch.
Are you a vampire?
No.
There
Are
you
you
go.
Are you one of the people he's met in the past?
No.
Then he does not care about you.
Okay.
This is not White Blade. This is still fucking regular Blade.
Yeah.
White Blade. Oh my god.
This is still Eric Brooks.
And Wesley Snipes.
Wesley Snipes.
Well,
Fuck
yes, but
yes.
Blade's real name is Eric Brooks.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Eric Brooks. This is still Blade from the Blade trilogy.
Mm-hmm.
Hell yeah.
Not the TV show where it's a different actor entirely. Who
No.
honestly, he was crap for the role.
We're talking about the we're talking about movies here.
Anyways,
Did the metal rain fall and I miss it?
Yes.
yeah, a while ago.
Okay.
All right, so that if you want to talk with Blade Thamas, and you can, if anybody wants to talk to Blade, they can.
I'm
Let's
still
start
waiting
with
for my get back to.
Edward. Yeah, we'll start with Edward because it's going to be story, slight, then it's going to be character, then it's going to be actual arc. So we'll get to you, Shia. Hold.
Yes, and hold on. Milk, we're not talking about Punisher. He'll probably pop up somewhere down the line.
Maybe.
That's why I said probably.
Yeah. Unknown though.
I
That's New
mean,
York. That's Hell's Kitchen.
34. I can't believe I rolled that damn good.
Ghost Rider
Yeah,
maybe.
could pop up.
Sure, he could.
Yes, the Ghost Rider is possible to pop up. Because Mephistopheles is here.
Not
Yeah.
to mention the fact that it's partially based in actual mythologies.
Yes. So it's possible. I haven't decided if I want to add them. If they will augment the story, I will add them. If they don't, I won't. Simple as.
Would it be Nicolas Cage's Ghost Rider?
Obviously.
I mean,
You
yeah.
know it. you know it.
I mean, all of a sudden, Drax just walks around the corner, seeing somebody pissing like a flamethrower across the street. I'm like, what the what?
Oh my god.
Johnny Blaze. Yeah, of course. Who you take me for? No. Okay, continuing on. All right, Edward. Since you've done this multiple times in the past, sink into your mindscape. You wake up in the clock tower. Big Ben. You are sitting in a nice plush chair. Sitting across from you is Sherlock.
I heard I had somebody to talk to in here.
Yes, you do. Would you like to go talk with them?
Yes. Would you mind, bringing me to them for the, introduction?
Of course. Now, this may be a bit jarring, as your exposure to... It's been very dangerous. The influx of energies have been able to help you, my friend. But it also could spell danger. Jack is working on it right now. Same as Merlin. They're stabilizing. He leads you out of the room. Moriarty is currently playing chess with him. Surprisingly, he's very good at it. You guys walk. You leave Big Ben. You're walking along the through the streets of London. People pass you by. They greet Sherlock. They greet you. Good to see you, Watson. You just see Sherlock smile like sheepishly. We had to integrate you somehow. It was Merlin's idea. It was Merlin's idea.
John fucking Watson.
He felt you wouldn't mind.
I mean, it's thematically fitting with the environment and being around you.
Do not worry. Only the simulations will address you as Dr. John Watson. Everybody else will refer to you as my friend or Edward. Come along. He leads you to what appears to be something that's out of place for London. It looks to be like a French villa.
Wait, he finally is here in full force and more than just a temporary thing being around due to crazy energy spike?
Correct, my friend. It's, as I said, your close proximity to a very specific item and
Has brought about Flamel properly being here.
Correct. It's think of it like an amnesia patient suddenly remembering something based off of a smell or a taste or a touch. Something triggered it for them to manifest. that is the current theory going on, and that is the best one Merlin can come up with, my friend.
Likely has majorly to do with the proximity to the stone.
Most likely. And with how this place was being controlled by those tentacles, that might have something else to do with it as well. It's, let's say, loosened the chains, so to speak. The chains have been reapplied. Doors have been locked again. Your brain is perfectly fine. Your soul is not in any risk of being destroyed, but something slipped through, a seed, and the energy of the Philosopher's Stone watered that seed, and now you are looking at the tree. I kept trying to tell him, at least make it look thematically correct, but no, he's stubborn. Come along. He has
could
been
have
waiting
done
to
a
talk to
better
you.
job and made it thematically correct on the outside while keeping his own personal theme on the inside.
That's what Moriarty said. And you want to know what his response was? Fight me at chess, you coward.
Didn't
Obviously,
he
he's...
have a hand in the invention of it?
Yes, that's the problem. Come along. He leads you into the French villa. It's very French. But you can tell that this is a alchemist's lab. You see a bunch of tables, reagents around there, a couple cauldrons, gems, powders, the whole 9 yards, plants, everything. Metals,
I mean,
you name it.
on the other hand, we could always make it so that the outside area becomes more like a specific district that is fitting within the theming. Of how Flamel wants it to be. But anyway. Am I still here?
Yeah, you're still here.
Yeah, you're still
You go in. He leads you to a study where you see a bunch of people, 2 people specifically, locked in a heated chess match. Obviously, right now, white is winning. Moriarty is black. The man sitting there is freshly shaved, freshly cut, trimmed beard, but it is very much pure white. Like pure white. I'm not talking gray here, I'm talking white.
He's Snow White.
I told you once, Moriarty, you will not beat me. We will see about that, my friend. He moves a pawn around upwards. Looks to be neck and neck, but it looks to also be a very stalemate. You can't really see what's going on right now. Interesting move. We will have to put the game on hold. Edward, good to see you, my friend. Welcome back.
To see you as well. And welcome back, Flamel.
It is good to be back. I have not smelled the fresh air. I just wish you chose a better environment than London.
Technically, we could always make this like a French architecture district for the outside, but who am I? Well, technically, I'm the one who makes the decisions now that I think about it. Anyway,
Moriarty just looks at you. Please, it's jacking with the aesthetic. Merlin won't shut up about it.
Merlin can
Ruin my fun. But please, Edward, sit. We have much to
Good to see.
discuss. So, you probably know why I am here.
Due to the proximity of the Philosopher's Stone, likelihood is.
Yes, my greatest failure.
The greatest failure that many others would likely regard a success.
True, but it is only a prototype. At least, I realized it was a prototype near the end of my life. It is very dangerous thing. The synthesizing process is inefficient. It is why I never put it down in any of my journals. People say I took that knowledge to the grave, and they are right. So no, the Philosopher's Stone is a prototype. It was meant to create infinite magical energy at no cost. It was meant to do many things. Transmogrify, not just items, but energy itself. I was looking for a way to transmogrify specific energies into other energy. Imagine I'm able to take simple calculations of magic, of mana, and turn them into dragon energy, earth energy. I'll be able to purify earth.
Be able to clear away malice.
Correct. That was the end goal. But all I could do is turn lead to gold and create the elixir of life. It is a misnomer. It does not prolong your life force. What it does do is it brings you back to your prime. Prolonged usage of the elixir does cause some side effects. My hair, you see, it was used to be a nice sandy brown, but now it is a pure white.
That is a normal thing with
Likely
me.
caused over time due to
No, my potatoes!
prolonged lifetime.
Hey, they'll come
That is
back.
very correct. It does not make
Don't
someone
they-
immortal.
Don't take my
I could still be
potato.
killed, and I was.
But yeah, no. I normally wake up with a random bruise I don't remember.
That's
because I fell
damned
off the
lich.
mountain in the middle of the night and just didn't wake up. That sounds
You
like
know
a-
him.
No, I woke up later. I didn't wake up because of the
Know him as Wesker, but that's probably not his long-standing name unless it
Mm.
is.
No, but he did go by Albert. So it might be. With the new age of technology, he probably needed the last name, so he chose the name Wesker. Does not matter. The name does not maketh the man. The man maketh the name.
And given an opportunity, the man can remaketh the name however many times he pleases.
Correct. This man is not to be trifled with, not to be underestimated. He has lived far longer than I have. He killed
Which
me
is
for my
why,
stone. And he
even
has it.
though it was merely a prototype, but
Correct.
only you knew that, probably.
I never wrote it down anywhere. I wrote it off as a completed project.
Probably for the best.
Right now, you are the only person alive who knows this. I guess I should take a phrase out of Cassidy's book. I am thou, thou art I. But that is neither here nor there. For I am not a persona,
You are
but I am.
past life.
I am you. You of the past years. The shattered being, the shattered existence is a non-linear one. It is very jarring.
Chaotic, tumultuous.
You could be in many different dimensions at once. At this current moment, you could already be dead, or you could not have been born yet to some of them. It is very complicated.
And
Time
in
magic
some, we may
was-
not have ever existed.
No. Our presence may not have graced the universe, the dimension, but we. I do not like to think of it. I am an alchemist, not a time mage. I am not a chronomancer. But we will.
know a relatively good one.
We do. We do. The Mademoiselle Lucie. We do know a very good time mage. You could probably learn more from her. But that is neither here nor there. We have to get back onto the topic. The Philosopher's Stone, it is in the city. It is nearby. You know this. I know this.
We
Sir
need
Ezra
to
knows this.
claim it.
We do. You need to bring it back to me. Once you get it in your hands, I will be able to absorb it back into your soul being. You may feel a bit off, and your features may change a bit. But other than that, you shall be fine. No, mostly unchanged. The
And
change will
maybe
probably
once
happen
we
to your
do
eyes.
this- Mm, fair. And once we do this, perhaps
Ah.
you may even be able to complete it.
Correct. With the help of Scholar's insight, I will be
I'm
able
not a
to
goddamn
break down
Pokemon.
the
Stop it.
equations, the chemical formula used to synthesize
By the way,
and augment it at a molecular level instead of on a magical level.
do
I
go
should
and
be
check
able
out
to fix
Lot.
it, create it, make a new one.
She's obviously
And then-
currently playing Hogwarts
Well,
Legacy.
what you do with it at
But,
that point in
yeah.
time is up to you.
Do show some love and support.
Whether you use it for a big weapon, that's on you. Use it to clear out the earthly malice. That is also on you. Fight against the rot. Once again, completely your choice, my friend. I am here to guide. I'm here to help. If you have any questions on alchemy, I will be more than willing to help you out. So you don't make the same mistakes I did in my apprentice stages.
I actually have an idea revolving around the idea of the earthly malice where we may be able to truly reduce the amount of it via placing multiple points of purifying it around the world, but not leaving like true stones.
No, fragments would do that well, but you would need a boosting matrix, a amplification ray, and only one language in the entirety of existence can do that. Luckily, you have people.
Dragons.
You have people who can help you with that. Two very strong dragons, well versed in Dilvazul.
And I myself have become reasonably versed, though I'm still learning.
Conversationally passable, yes, but words of power is what we need. Actual Drova runes, things that will stable, amplify, and connect like a array, a tether.
Perhaps maybe I can receive training from the one that flies outside.
He looks out a window into the because the window has no filter. You are seeing the pure dimensional gap through that window that's nearby you. It is a long shot, but it is possible. It would be very much boost your idea. You would be able to bounce ideas that you learned from the Great Red off of your comrades, the Last Gem Dragon and the Secreute. But it is a risk.
The Secreute of your time?
Oui, I did. She was a beauty beyond compare. He smiles. No, I tried, but she shot me down with a dragon shot to the heart. I will say this though. Mademoiselle Elsha was a force of nature unto herself. I did know the Secreute of my time. In fact, I bore witness to that generation's fight between the Hokryoku and the Sekryute. Obviously, Elsha came out on top. With nary a scratch on her. It was like watching an angel of war. I was smitten. He smiles, jokingly. Word of advice, Edward. If you go after a dragoness, be very wary. Otherwise, your balls may be forfeit. Still, it is good to talk to somebody again, even if I'm just technically talking to myself. But it is a different perspective. You do not have my memories, not completely, but you do have my
Every
experiences.
perspective is a new one.
Correct? Jack, another one of us, has a different outlook, same as Merlin. Merlin has no skill in alchemy whatsoever, but he has very good in druidism. Jack is very good with a knife. There is only one man I knew that was better with a knife than Jack ever could be. His name was Arsène Lupin.
The man whose conceptualization as a persona was Joker's.
Correct. And I could not think of a better man to be Arsène's successor. If Arsène was able to see his heir, I should say, he would be very proud of the man he is today. Who knows? You might be able to meet him. Many things are possible with the dream. And knowing the luck of RDI, it's shit. Meld. You make do with what you have, but be honest with me, Edward. It's meld. But he smiles. But it is very exciting, is it not?
It's definitely been quite exciting.
Never a dull moment. Even your off time is still very passionate and in fire. It is good to be back. Good to be able to see through your eyes again. With the help of Moriarty and Holmes. Interesting aspects of your sacred gear. You, but not you. Specifically you. It is an interesting experience, Edward, because it's not me. It is not Merlin. It is not Jack. It's not Cassidy. It is you.
Specifically a part of me.
An imprint of your soul. If in Scholar's Insight moves on to the next holder, as we do, of the Shattered, I wonder, would it reflect the new person, or would it be you still?
Or
Something
would
to
it
think
be
about.
both?
A learning sacred gear. Much like Artificer's Sandbox once was before its evolution. The possibilities are endless, and I will be very glad to see it. Now you have a hunt to find, and it just so happens that I know a way to track my Philosopher's Stone.
That would probably be very great too.
Many people think that it is a nexus of magical energy. They are only half right. Some people think with its ability to create the elixir of life, it would be filled with life energy. They are wrong. You are looking for soul energy. So many people had to die to make that stone. It is not my finest moment.
So you missed Blade showing up. Right now,
It was only after the
Edward
fact
is
that I
talking
refined the
to
process to
Nicholas
not require
Flamel,
such extreme methods.
and
So the earlier
so you haven't really missed
prototype
much.
would have
The
been
main thing that you probably missed was me rolling my 75 and Shia rolling
Horrific.
her 34.
It was.
So
Back in the Roman Empire,
No.
many people died for
automatic
my
Oh.
amusement. I did not stop to think, should I? I just thought about the bounds of magic and did. It is not just the souls of humans in there. In fact, very little of it is humans. Many of them are of the supernatural races. You have to understand, Edward. Back then, the devils were not as they are today. They were evil, vile. I just turned
long
them
before the NSF.
Correct. The old Satans were dastardly. They did not like humanity. None of them did. So many of them, I used devil deals to lure them into traps and slaughtered them wholesale. I did the same thing to fallen angels and exorcists. Those are the humans that were a part of it. I did the same thing with Yaokai when I traveled to Japan. I am not a good person, Edward. But then again,
figured,
who is?
but at least in this lifetime, I haven't committed anything as crazy as wholesale slaughter.
And do not make the same mistake I did. Wholesale slaughter taints you. Genocide taints you. 1 million souls went into that stone.
Out of
It was-
character, Shia pops behind Nicholas and just slices her claws through his neck and then disappears. Out of character, of course.
Yeah. So he goes back to saying, it is fine. Do not make the same mistakes I did. I have refined the process to require no souls. It was only after I built the prototype did I stumble upon a dragon for the first time. And they showed me a way to use energy that was fundamentally different. I told the dragon how I made the stone, and she didn't even bat an eye. Dragons are incomprehensible to mortals, I have come to realize. Or maybe she just didn't care that it was anything but a dragon. Nothing showed me. And once I saw the energy readings, I knew I could be able to create a better stone without the use of it. I started delving into many different magics. I went and learned some simple ways to tap into the earth. See if I could create one that way. I threw away my research notes, wrote the Philosopher's Stone as a success, and never let anybody know what I did. I burned it. I threw it into a volcano.
But no matter what, the soul remembers.
Correct. I tried to atone for what I did, and I like to think I did. I like to think I did redeem myself for the wholesale slaughter. The people I slaughtered weren't good people. They weren't in essence. but that does not excuse what I did. Take heart in this, Edward.
Murder is still murder.
That is why I murdered 1,000,000 of them. Net profit of 999,999. Net profit. Joking aside, philosophy aside, you are looking for soul energy. But not just any soul energy. I was very careful into hiding it. I inverted the energy. It is still soul, but it offers on a different frequency. Scholar's Insight can help you figure out the correct thing to track it. It will help you find the man himself, not his base, but the man himself. I do not know if Wesker is still here. I cannot track him.
But even if we run into one of his current bodies,
You still need to find his phylactery.
we do have an idea of how to use the energy of the dream to prevent him from being able to use that as a retreat method.
You will need to learn from Great Red for something like that. Because if you fail, you could disconnect yourself from the shattered. You could destroy yourself in the process. Do not pass go. Do not collect 200. No reincarnation. You will cease to exist. Do you understand?
It would mean that there would be one less reality for the null to perpetuate invading.
Correct. So that path does have its pros, but the bigger con is that we cease to exist. And I do not know about you, but I prefer not to die like that.
Agreed.
So let us keep that as a last resort, shall we? If your plan to talk to Great Red fails, and it has high chance of failure, but it is not a 100% chance of failure. Nobody knows how the great Dragon of Dragons thinks. Nobody knows how he would interact with somebody like us.
To him, we may be considered as but ants.
Correct. And why would the human help the ant? We don't know. As I said, dragons are different, especially the dragons of old. The dragons of new are a lot more in tune with how mortals think. I believe that they are better for it. From what I have seen, they still have their draconic pride, but do not we all? Do we not all keep on our pride? Our stubbornness? He looks at the chessboard before he knocks over his king. Well, we have work to do. He smiles. We should get to it.
Yes, we should. I probably best be going now.
We will be here to chat. If you would like to write to me, you may be able to in the book version of Scholar's Insight. I wonder, if you fashion Scholar's Insight as an earpiece, would we be able to talk to you like we are now?
Just what popped into my head on that idea was like at the Dragon Ball Scouter.
Get out of my head! Get out!
That's twice
Get
in.
out!
That's twice in how many hours?
I guess, in
Within
fact,
the hour.
in actuality, I guess I am in your head.
No. See, here's where I say this. Both y'all get the fuck out of my head.
All right. So you leave, right?
Yeah.
As you leave, you in your brain you start maneuvering the aesthetic of the outside to where it matches. Moriarty looks very, very thankful. But you leave. You wake up, and you're looking at this dude who is armed to the teeth, dressed in all black, and is most definitely, obviously, a vampire.
I may have a method to track the bloody stone.
Pause. Drax.
Yes.
You're walking through the streets, angry, trying to cool off. Roll me detect.
Detect. Pop. 44.
44. The streets are quiet. People are moving around, but you're not really paying attention to their talking. Some in the distance, a very familiar tinking sound is echoing. You've heard sounds. You've heard. It sounds like a blacksmith. But for some reason, you get an overwhelming feeling of nostalgia, but you don't know why. You've seen Ezra work in RDI's forge before.
Mm-hmm.
You've seen how he uses dragon techniques to dragonsmith.
Mm-hmm. But that's not
But
this.
you hear, it's not this. Every sound of what appears to be a hammer on an anvil, it's like a pulse of magic implodes. Like an implosion of a pulse. Magic is being drawn into a specific location. Ambient magic.
Yeah, which I follow that.
You follow the ambient magic, and you come to what appears to be a warehouse. There doesn't appear to be anybody near the warehouse, which is odd because this is an industrial district.
Mm-hmm. I'm like, what in the blue fuck? Is there a door that I can see?
There is. It's a simple warehouse door. You can go into there.
I open the door, but
You try to, it's
cautiously.
locked. It's locked. You can twist the knob, but the door won't open.
Which,
So it's magically locked.
Which I'm like, oh, that's weird. How about I try this? Using the metal hand, I knock on the door.
The sound of hammer on anvil stops. You hear shuffling. Confused shuffling. You hear a familiar voice behind the door, but where have you heard this voice before? What do you want?
Trying to figure out where the anvil sound was coming from.
Hang on a minute. You hear him say, hang on. You hear him say that.
Mm-hmm.
What is the essence of life?
Mm. Depending on who you ask, it could be many different things.
He chuckles. Give me your current mood.
Pissed off that that a book is here that I really want to find.
It's silent. And before he speaks, yeah, must be a good read.
A good read that could kill you. And make you go crazy at the same time.
No fucking way. You hear a lot of locks unlock from the door. And the door kind of flashes a very familiar bronze color.
And then my character's like, no fucking way.
Yeah, that bronze color, because as the bronze flashed, you saw a family sigil flash on the door. That's the Malthus clan. The door is yanked open, and you come face to face with an old friend. Jace Malthus, heir of the Malthus clan, magical weaponsmiths of the underworld. People who make demonic swords like they're fucking candy. And they are very high quality and magical swords. He's staring at you like you're a fucking dead man walking.
Which you would be correct, technically.
It's complicated because you're not playing it.
Mm-hmm.
You haven't seen Drax's backstory. This is part of his backstory.
Mm-hmm.
Drax?
Yeah. Malthus.
You died.
Oh. Yeah. Got a new accessory, though.
He sees the arm. Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah.
Quality make.
Yeah. Thanks to help of a dragon and the Sekreute. And a very good alchemist that I know.
You convinced the guy who shot your arm off?
I work for the guy who shot my arm off.
He currently his eyes widens before he grabs you by your shirt and pulls you in before closing the door. Shut up! He waves a hand and the door relocks with all the locks on it. You idiot! What are you doing talking out like that?
I just go and say, you know how many times I've almost died in the past couple things recently to really give two shits?
You want to know what this place is monitored by? Take a guess.
I wonder.
Current employers?
Yeah, current employers, Red Dragon Industry. Oh, wow.
OSF.
Yeah, OSF.
They can't hear us now because I have a lot of privacy wards. I put them up, and if they whine about me being all secretive, I tell them, I'm sorry, I don't want my family's secrets of magical weaponsmithing being given out.
Then how about this? Join a group that don't give two fucks.
Yeah, and then get hunted down for the rest of my life? No, thank you. I'm not like you, Drax. I'm not an ultimate class devil.
Okay.
I have my family trait, and that's it. I'm a good weaponsmith.
Yeah.
And it's not just me that they'd hunt down. You do understand that... No, actually, never mind. You weren't there for it.
No, I was out for a good amount of time. I learned on the
I have a little... I have a sister.
Wait, what?
Yeah. I have a sister now.
Currently where?
Back in the underworld, territory of the OSF. They saw what you did. They saw where you are now, and they knew that I was close to you. So they thought I would do the same as you, and they now have a little leverage. My sister Abigail is hostage.
Hmm. Well, good thing that these privacy wards are up.
Yeah, good thing.
But sadly to say, they don't work on the badge that I have. Which I do point at it and I go, and turn it on and go, so Ezra. Question.
Answer.
An old friend actually popped up. Actually, very good guy.
Oh, old friend or old friend?
Malphus.
Ah, you hear a lot of paper shifting. Everybody in the RDI headquarters just sees Ezra start shifting through a bunch of papers on the desk before he's like, what am I fucking doing? And snaps his fingers. Magical circle opens up. It's not his. It's a very deep royal purple magical circle that drops a folder onto the file, onto the desk before he looks through it. Okay. Magical weaponsmiths. Works for the old Satan faction.
However,
You're saying
this
however
area, we got to be careful. Where I am currently.
you see that Jace is just in shock that you're just casually talking to
Ezra.
what are you? He looks at you. Why are you talking to Lucifer Jr.?
Because I'm talking to my boss.
This is worse. This is worse. This is worse. This is even worse.
Calm down, Jace. Listen.
Please let my fucking privacy wards hold. Please let my privacy wards hold.
Just hold on a sec. I give Ezra the path I walked and I go, how long would it take you to get here to bolster these wards?
Not too long, but one moment. Edward,
Yeah.
would you mind doing me a favor?
Sure.
He pulls out a map. He does the steps on the map. Do you mind doing a magical scan of this location? Think of it as training to see if you can scan somewhere that's not around you.
Okay, I guess I should give it a shot. Well, let's go.
Hack check.
33.
Very nice. The place is surrounded by surveillance wards.
It's utterly surrounded.
If I take 5 steps in that direction, they'll know. You, he looks at it, probably got lucky.
They're not looking for a dead man.
No, they're not.
So.
And due to your nature, you were able to slip past them. I do not have that ability. Power of Destruction does not allow for that. If I get close, they will know.
And I have an idea. I look at Jace and go, how good are you with teleportation magic?
Drax, do me a favor. Get out.
Why?
Because my sister is in danger, and the longer you stay here, the more likely they might kill her.
We're not allowing that to happen. Trust me.
He looks at you, deadpan. Tell you what, Drax. Let's make a deal with the devil, shall we?
No.
You
Let's
get
do it.
my sister away from wherever she is, and then I'll come work for RDI.
Hey Ezra, how does that sound to you?
I like it. Deal.
We'll make sure she gets out.
He looks shocked that that was accepted so easy.
I look.
What?
I
No form of compensation.
I'll go. I look at him. I go. Right at this moment, if we try to do compensation, somebody would have to be here, and that would be getting your sister into heaps of shit.
Yeah, I'm not taking any step towards that warehouse.
The reason why.
Luckily, I won't have to. We get you, we'll talk about it. Besides, I'll get my payment when you're working for me. The Malthus weaponsmithing is very, very lucrative.
And very
A very
useful.
lucrative business, especially for most of our field operatives who don't have magical weaponry. It'll also
Exactly.
serve as a boon for our R&D department. Doc's gonna love you.
Let's put it this way. When they were trying to turn me into what they were trying to, I did die. So, you're technically right, but also technically wrong.
Yeah. He just looks down. Didn't think I'd see you in this hellhole. You should probably
Yeah.
get out of here, though.
One of the people in my chat, lucrative, all spaced out.
Anyways,
He looks up. This is not a good place for you to be. The OSF have representatives here. That's why I'm here. I'm providing arms for a local group of vampires.
yeah. A lot of the vampires, well, we're here to... They should have realized RDI would get called. They really should have. I know the OSF is not that dumb.
No, they're not. They're expecting RDI to show up. That's the problem.
Oh, good news. But if, say, Ezra came here, they would instantly jump on him.
Yes, they would send the person they have sent to counter him.
Yeah.
And I don't think you want to destroy a whole city.
Yeah, I've been there, done that.
Drax. As long as he stays away from this location, they won't go after my sister.
Yeah.
You're walking into a trap, Drax. You and RDI. They know you're coming. They're waiting.
Which I just say because I know everybody can hear me through Ezra's badge. I just like, you all hear that?
Good. Easiest way to avoid a trap is to spring it.
Mm-hmm.
And the fact that we've got surprises of our own.
They may not. They may know you guys. You, Drax, you hear that voice, and that's a very familiar voice.
Which I just go, Blade, is that you?
It is.
Good to see you, man.
But they ain't expecting what I'm bringing.
Oh, yeah. Wait, I
We've
just
got
got
tricks up ours.
Which Drax is like, wait a minute. When did you show up?
Not too long ago.
Hmm.
You weren't here. I
Fair
just
enough.
assumed you were somewhere else.
Yeah, I was taking a walk to clear my head, considering that
Still.
the book is here as well. Or
Interesting.
maybe.
That just made this a little bit more personal.
Oh,
Why do you
fuck
think
yeah.
Why do you think I called in that favor and asked you to bring in the cast?
I got it. It's in storage. If you want it, go get it.
Okay, out of game real quick. I'm talking about the outcast. You know, the hunters.
Yeah, they're around.
Yeah.
But
Back in game. We'll definitely have to get that on
Drax
the way.
looks at Jace and goes, "Remember when I was part of the OSF? I treated you like a brother. I'm not gonna let anything happen to you. I swear it. Or your sister." If I'm not mistaken, you joined after I joined.
Yeah. My family joined them before you did, though.
True. My family was already a part of it.
When I started showing signs of inheriting the clan trait.
Yeah. Anyways.
They did, after all, prepare some nice tasty baits for us, considering that book and the stone.
Mm-hmm. Anyways. I will get out of here. The wards aren't going to be expecting a technical dead man walking. So they're probably not going to see me. It could be a fluke. However, I don't think so. Which, before leaving, in that I do look at Jace and go, they did technically succeed. But they also technically failed. Anyways. We'll keep in touch this time. You know how to get a hold of RDI. Which I do leave him a card that he can instantly hide. And I then look at the door and just go, mind opening it?
He just waves his hand, and the door unlocks.
Drax opens the door and goes, close it once I'm out.
He just nods.
And
Drax, it's good to see you.
Same for you, man.
Glad you're not dead.
Yeah. Same for you there, my friend. Walks out and closes the door. And starts walking away from the area.
Yeah. You feel the telltale signs of the magic being pulled back in as you hear the clanks again.
As soon as I get away from the surveillance wards, like aka closer to where we are, I just go. If they're here in the Necronomicon, ooh, this is gonna be fun. Not. Anyways, I'll be right there. Which then Jax turns off his badge while walking.
Mm-hmm.
So
good.
Now he's heading back to where you guys are. Still pissed.
Oh, they paid the buy-in?
Finally.
Oh, give them their chips and deal them in.
Fucking homegirl over here
Yo,
who's already putting that
Panda.
really cool to good work.
How long has it been, my friend?
Chia, you sink into your meditative trance after you took a look at Blade, the man, whoever he was, and you sink. Oh, she is 1 second. All right.
How you doing?
AFK from computer.
Afka.
Well, Well, I gotta quickly. I'm doing
Ah,
good,
the
but I gotta
Night
quickly say
Doctor.
this
Wait.
for
well,
any moderators
it.
that are still in chat. We have a old friend coming to the table today. So Pandak, here's your chips. Dealer, deal them in. And remember, aces are wild.
Correction, aces are high and wild.
I was. Shut up, Chaos. You ruined it. Anyways, all jokes aside. But yeah, it's good to see you there, Panda. You can actually, for the sub sound, you can actually thank our good DM here for that. That was actually, it was, I asked him, he was like, he offered to do it. I was just like, cool.
So in the time that 1 second has been purveyed for, I turn to Blade and just say they've also got the Philosopher's Stone. It's likely implanted in one of them.
That's not good.
You may have heard me mentioning I may be able to track it when I was coming out of my meditation earlier. So I
That's
can at
true.
least be of help for tracking that particular one down. I also do pretty well in a fight, too.
Good, because we're gonna need it.
Pretty sure everyone here does pretty well in a fight.
I can just imagine Drax walking in at the end of that statement and just go, yeah. Sounds about right. Which, Blade knew Drax when he had his memory gone, so. If I remember correctly. Would that be correct there, Robert?
What?
And Blade would know Drax when he had his memory lost. So he,
Yeah. If the Moss did, then so do you.
So it'd be a surprise for Blade for.
Okay, sorry. Had
seeing-
had somebody complete one of my milestones and had to take care of something before I could join back in.
All good. Yeah. So he'll be rightly surprised that Drax has his memories now, but not in like a bad way. Well, also, Drax does slightly look different from what he did when he first met Blade, so.
Mm-hmm.
But, anyways, I'm guessing Jace or not Jace, fucking Drax shows up here pretty much momentarily after she has done her thing.
Okay. So I am back and I'm ready to start. I'm in my little trance thing after he got here.
Yeah, you're in your chance. You sink into the world looking for a specific area of malice. You feel it encroaching upon you, but through your teachings with Twilight, you are able to resist. When you open your eyes again, you are deep within a forest.
Okay.
There are large trees everywhere. You cannot see the sky. Just tops of tree canopies. Fireflies light the way. It's not dark, but it is an overabundance of green. You do see rotted wood, splotches of red everywhere. And then you hear a voice behind you. Welcome, little one.
I spin around when I hear the voice.
It's
Oh,
a tree
no.
ant.
It's the green.
How are
Uh,
ya?
I'm okay. How are you?
It is good to see a new practitioner. I am glad that I caught up to your energy signature. Welcome to the green.
I nod towards. I get do a respectable Japanese bow to him.
Ah, Yaokai. Your kind have always been able to slip into the green easier than most. But I sense that you are not completely Yaokai.
No, I am part human.
I sense the essence of water on you.
And then I just kind of look down at my arm and be like, "That's my sacred gear." I bring out my water claws and then bring them back in immediately.
Ah, I see. The world serpent has found a host at last.
Character. Yeah, and he causes her to be a pain in our asses.
It is good to see two beings working together in harmony. What is it that you are here looking for? Energy from the world.
I am
This
searching
close
for.
to the rot is dangerous.
I am currently searching for a group of vampires that are causing issues that we need to find and take care of.
Finding a group of vampires through the green is possible, but tough. As the rot conceals all but the strongest of energies.
Well, from my understandings, it's a relatively large gathering of them.
I have a quick joke. What do you call a group of Marines?
Crayon eaters.
A gaggle fuck.
Lovely.
I'm gonna stab you later. I take
All right.
personal offense to that.
Anyways,
Okay,
all
moving.
jokes
moving.
all jokes aside.
All jokes aside. You are looking for something specific. He looks over to the rot. The malice in this area has been more active as of late. And you are looking for the location, yes?
Yes.
Anything specific?
Well, they have
This is
possibly some sort of book. My character can't remember the name at the moment, and some sort of stone with them, possibly as well.
a book and a stone. He looks over to the rot. There has been some surge of rot in this area due to something of untold malice and suffering. And you think that it is here?
I do.
All right, then I shall help you, little one. The rot is not something one should touch when they have first entered the green. Hop
This
on
is
my
freaking
shoulder.
Swamp Thing, isn't it?
No, this is not This is not Solomon Grundy or Swamp Thing.
Swamp Thing
No.
always talks about the green. Sorry, I had to ask.
The green is similar.
Green.
He's
The
just
green is the green. It's
he's
universal.
referring to the life energy of Senjutsu.
The world.
Okay.
Then hop on to my shoulder. We shall go into the rot.
I just hop up onto his shoulder and sit down.
Robert, I had a bad idea.
Yeah, hey, if Edward decides, that's what's gonna happen.
So
Oh
again,
no.
so
Do I
again,
feel the life energy swirling around Shia?
You do. You do. You feel the life energy. She is in a perfect trance.
But,
Maybe I should
Robert, all I gotta ask
go
is,
and
was I
check
touching on
in
stuff
with
again?
Dankrius.
Dankrius, that's what his name was.
I wasn't gonna say it. I was gonna wait till somebody else did.
I was trying to
I
remember
just-
his name.
I just consider that out loud as I'm looking over at Shia, who just has the life energy swirling around her.
Which I'm guessing at this point I would walk in as well.
Yep. Y'all see this. You see Blade just sitting there, just staring at the life energy that's currently coalescing. Ezra looks over at Shia. If you think she needs help, go for it.
I
Fair
put
enough.
my
And I walk over and I sit down and meditate.
I walk over to Blade and just put my robotic hand on his shoulder, like, yo,
No accessory.
yeah.
It suits you.
mean-
New accessory. I love it. It's great.
Well, he saw the old robotic arm, so I go, yeah. Thanks to Ezra here, I got a new one, and same with the Moss. So
Good. At least you can still punch a motherfucker.
yeah.
I helped with the materials refinement, I say as
true.
I'm walking over to go sit down to meditate.
True, he did.
You start meditating, and roll me a hack as you are trying to join in on an active senjutsu meditation. It'll be easy since you are technically a druid.
33. Doesn't matter.
Wow, 33 twice in a row.
Oh,
Wait, no, but I got a different roll this time. The main roll was 6 plus 9.
6 plus
Nice.
9,
So funny.
7. And
You hear
then-
as you sink into the green. Nice. Shia, you feel a weird fluctuation of life force on this big ass tree ant's other arm.
I look over.
Motes of light, cyan light start to coalesce on his shoulder as the shape forms, and it's Edward.
I kind of jump.
Welcome, young Edward.
Ah, yes.
How,
Hello again, Dankrius.
Oh, you two know each other. Oh, okay.
He
this
is a
little
student of the
awkward.
green. Whereas the
Ah.
Yaokai connect 3 via Senjutsu, this man connects via Druidism.
I just kind of nod. Oh,
It
okay.
is
I'm still learning
similar.
Senjutsu.
But different.
It's still
As
As
you
I
look
slip
at-
into a
nod.
similar speech pattern to Dankrius.
You look around, both of you, and you see as the Dankrius walks into the forest, as his big strides take him, the green bleeds into a malevolent red.
I just kind of look around and go,
The rot
this
is
is
thick
interesting.
here.
Very. I've been watching this location for some time. This
There
surgence
are
of the rot
two
has been.
sources of malevolence, one untold and one severely ancient.
I detected a severe case of suffering and darkness, both
suffering.
separate.
One of them is my fault from a past life.
Hmm.
I just kind of look over. You talking about the stone thingy?
Yes.
Just kinda
Flamel
nod.
caused a great many murderers to become history.
And the murderer's own malices were drawn into the Philosopher's Stone.
I just kind of
I take it the book that she talked about is no normal book.
Very much related to death.
Be wary. Names have power.
Yes, the Book of Rot.
There is only one book that I know of like that. Thank you, Thamas, for giving me a name.
You're welcome.
The Book of Rot. I dare not say its true name in this area, in fear of the rot surging on our location.
And I just
I
look
am
at you and
currently
go,
protecting you both from the brunt of the malice. But I cannot completely shield you.
I look at him and I go, does it have N in it?
Yes, it has
Then
what
this
you
is,
mortals call an N in it.
I just nod and go, then it's probably the book we're talking about.
The tree nods
Found
in his head.
flesh.
Then that is indeed the Book of Rot. The abomination to the green.
There are
And the
many
source.
such books, but this one is that one.
Correct. And is one of the sources of the rot. It spawned from the book, but it no longer needs the book. It is now self-sustaining.
Meanwhile, the one that...
I need resolve checks from both of you.
Resolve check. Coming right up.
Because while Dancrius is protecting you from the brunt of it, you still have to deal with some of it.
And resolve.
28 from
Okay, 28's
Edward.
good.
Come on. Come on.
Ooh.
Oof.
Shia, you start twitching.
Yes, the hair
as you hear, the hair on the back of your neck is standing up. You feel angry at that knowledge. This Book of Rot is the cause of all this malice. You feel rage. Oh dear.
How dare this book?
All right,
Fucking books, am I right?
that's not the rage I was going for. That was like rage instead of rage.
Okay, hold on. Let me try again.
Yeah, I'll give one free do-over.
This rot makes me want to rip someone's throat out and fucking stick it up their ass.
Close enough.
Yeah.
Better than the last.
I think he was meaning the tone.
Yeah, I wasn't.
The first one sounded more of a kinky angry.
Yeah.
Shia
We're
is
not-
kinky?
Yeah, but
Yes, but this kind of knowledge is just pure rage.
Yep.
Like
Got it.
how Drax sounded when he first saw the book in the mountain.
the earth is angry, and it wants everything dead.
Yes.
Which
But you do not get a third chance, so we'll have to deal with it.
yeah.
And just look at, and just like chill.
I will say that failed roll will cause some problems, but
Okay.
just it'll make some rolls harder.
Well,
Okay.
I would say that you could just say for her the fact that she's not sounding as angry, you could just say Yorm's just kind of eating some of that.
like she's got detractors, but we'll move on from there.
The stone that my past life is responsible for was a prototype.
Luckily, I can say Flamel Stone's true name and not have to worry about the rot.
It may be the Philosopher's Stone, but even so, it was still just a prototype in the end, and he has theories on how to make a better one. One that achieves his true goals.
What are these goals, young Edward?
Transmutation of energy.
Lofty goal, that one is. Lot of applications.
At some point, it may be ending up being used to change how the changes to the environment have been wrought, and return some of the green.
A worthy goal. I take it's for atonement.
Yes.
A worthy atonement. If you succeed, I shall put forth his name for atonement in the records. Hey, Shia.
Yeah.
You know what that is.
I know what is?
The records.
Ah.
Everybody worth their salt knows of the records. The Akashic records are everything that is, was, and ever will be.
I just kind of nod. That's... Wow. That's quite an honor.
It would be worthy of gaining that honor.
It would.
I'm sure
have to
Lady
succeed
Gaia
first.
Correct. Lady Gaia will be very grateful, but you will need more than just something like that. The rot is far too entrenched in the earth. All of her aspects are angry because of it.
But if we could just lessen her anger even slightly, it may make life quite a bit easier. For
She would
those
be able
with
to
you
draw.
in the green.
She would be able to draw all of her fragmented aspects back into her and become Terra once more. Dankrius looks sad. Lady Terra would not have allowed the rot to have taken hold. She would have been able to work in harmony with humanity and prevent the malice from taking hold. The green misses its empress.
I just sit there and nod, thinking, and then out loud I say, I wonder if the massacre would have happened if she was still around.
Unknown.
Just
It has
nod to
been
myself.
it's been ages since Lady Terra's reach has been in the world. Why do you think there has been no new sages? She is too far fragmented, too angry. you would need something that would be able to match against that anger and destroy it.
Makes sense.
Destroy the rot and purify the remains.
Perhaps a true stone fueled with a slight boost from the power of dream?
That is one way possibility. The dream is not a purifying force, young Edward. It is a chaotic force of endless possibilities.
And I just kind of tilt my head as I hear Edward say boost. I'm like, could Ezra boost the stone and make it work better?
The green kind of shakes a little bit. I told you, young one, names have power, especially names chosen by themselves. Young Edward's name wasn't chosen by him. It was chosen by others for him.
My
That
last
is-
name was chosen out of my own will, but my first name was chosen by others.
Correct.
I nod. Okay, then would my boss's power to boost objects boost the stone to make it work better?
It works on a conceptual level, so it might be able to help with the process.
Once you said the man's name, the green had an image. And the rot is afraid.
I just kind of rub my chin and then scratch my one ear and be like, isn't that a good thing that it's afraid of him?
Correct. But I do not know why it's afraid. All we see is fire, destruction. Why is that?
Because of his power?
Just don't mention the specific name of the
No.
power. Just refer to it as pod.
The power. I just call it the power.
No, Bobadayoki.
No, I'm saying that in character.
And I just kind of look over and go, can't I just call it his power?
Ah, I see now. The power. Very correct.
Hi, Mocha.
That was a unique game.
Oh, and you get one of these, Mocha.
Just letting you know there, Ezra, I'll be right back. I'm gonna quickly go and grab a snack. Get up.
It is
As I said before.
possible that this red one will be able. The rod is afraid of his true name. Capable of doing both of the things I just said. Destroying and purifying. A scary combination for the rot.
Mocha. Okay.
And have stone
Sorry, Mocha.
assisting in
And you're not being an
process
asshole.
of
I appreciate the
finishing a process.
I appreciate
The red
being
one's
told
energies
how to pronounce your
of
name.
the power and the purifier funneled into the true stone, theoretically, can wipe out the rot and recombine Lady Terra.
I mean, again,
Ooh, modded Skyrim.
If
that
that
sounds
is the
fun.
case.
Feet of
Any
magnet.
streamer that comes in here and says hi,
It
always gets
would.
a shout out in my
And
stream.
if that were the case, then Lady,
so,
the Empress
you know,
herself would put
You come
forth
in here
both
and
of
you say
your
hi,
names
I give you a shout out.
Speaking of
in the
shout-outs.
record. Both yours and the red one. He walks through the forest, and you see that some of the rot has changed color from a malevolent red to a
Ooh,
dark
by the way, Unique,
veil
are you,
for purple.
You stream on here yet?
He
or no?
stops right at the edge before it gets to nothing but purple. This is as far as I can go. Without succumbing to the corruption myself. I am the guardian of the green, and this is corruption of the rot. He shakes his head. I have a natural resistance to the rot itself, but this is something entirely else.
Almost looks like my friend's power. Another co-worker.
The Book of the Rot. The Book
Fair
of
enough.
Rot was entrusted to a group of sealers. It might have adapted to their personal magic, or vice versa. Most likely the other way around.
But still, you get
The
shouted out.
sealer's energy was based off in demonic energy. You see him kind of straining, just being close to this. Quickly, find what you are looking for. Pinpoint this location in reality before things go wrong. I will hold out for as long as I can, young Edward, young Shia. Hex.
Time to get down
I
to
give a
business.
little.
Stand
I
up,
give a
crack
bow
fingers,
to
wave hands out to the side,
what's his name again?
and
Shia?
What was
his name was
again?
Dank.
This is
His name was Dankrius.
Thank you very much, Dankrius. I appreciate all of your help and all of your information. I will keep that in mind for future forays into the green.
Hack check.
Hack check. All
Mhm.
right.
Which, while they're doing this, I just look at
Pizza, I
Blade.
love that.
Everybody who's outside does see Shia's energy kind of turn more red, and you see Ezra just slide the Ace of Hearts over the table. Just a precaution.
Damn.
I look at
Only one green.
I look at Blade and just go, arm wrestle? Just past time?
Fine.
Cool.
See how your new metal arm stands up.
Let's go there, boyo.
Contesting D100s.
Mm-hmm.
D100s, okay. Oh, ow, I've lost.
No, not you, fucking Drax. You go for it, and Blade is like, good strength, fine metal quality. You must be new to using it.
A little.
Yeah, I can see that. Flip, and he just flips you over the fucking just around. You do like a little somersault. You land on your feet, but you get sent flying.
Yeah, which I'm just like, ugh. Last time I
Come
landed
back
on my
when you're-
ass.
Come back when you're able to actually use your ability.
Like I said, this was just for passing time, but thanks for
yeah.
showing me a flaw. Otherwise,
32 and 30. Okay. Good. Shia, you're very lucky because you being subjected to the malice made that roll harder.
I was pretty sure it did.
Man, aren't you glad you got that ROC now?
I am so glad.
Because if you failed that roll, it would give you a completely wrong direction. So you and Edward would have two different directions, and I wouldn't tell you who was right or who was wrong.
I would trust Edward at that point. It doesn't matter.
Anyways, would I notice that would I notice any energy coming off of Chia and Edward that would kind of feel familiar, other than Senjutsu?
They're close but not entering the bad area, so that energy will not. If they were inside the corruption rot, then A, I would require a resolve roll, and B, then you'd be able to feel it.
Okay, I was just curious. That's all.
You know,
And Robert,
so you can't
know
feel
what
it.
I mean, though, right?
Yeah. Yeah, because that would also scare the damn thing.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, there's that. Fucking. There are two ways to die: heat
Nice.
and lack of it.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
So yeah.
but-
So you do get the location.
Yay!
Around there is a dense there is a forest of trees that has a focused area of dark malice into it, but it feels like something is inverted.
Mhm.
It's like an inverted castle.
I'm sorry. You say inverted castle. The only thing that pops into my mind is Castle Durian.
Do me and Edward start to wake up now?
Not really. You like Dancrius. As soon as you guys say you got the location,
Nice.
Dancrius
That is very
walks
nice.
very fast out of the rot area.
What,
You do see, as soon as you get
I
back to the
say,
green, the majority green area, he sets you down. You take a good look at Dancrius. You do see some of his bark.
with the snowball one, that one just more or
singed
less
purple.
seems for fun, because throw a snowball at something, you can run away.
I look
and
at
just be
Dankerous.
like,
Oh my!
giggly kid for
Did
like
you do
5
all
minutes.
of that to protect us?
So, yeah.
I did, young one. The
And
earth,
I just
Lady Terra, does not hate. She is blinded. She has lost her way. I serve the lady's last doctrine to protect the practitioners.
I walk up and give him a huge
So,
hug.
pretty much, I am pretty much correct. Okay.
Be safe, young one.
But yeah, yeah, no. You can use it as
young
a
Edward,
like
it
a
is not.
meme,
But it is my burden to bear.
because snowball, throw it at somebody and they're like,
And I just
fuck? Why did I
whispered,
get it by a
"Thank you."
snowball?
Damage, actually.
Was that the goal of that? That's
I
what I'm more or less
am
curious about. Was that the
uncertain.
goal about that one?
Corruptive influence of the rot is unknown at this time. I do believe that with enough time, I will be able to dissipate.
And purge it.
Correct, as I
from
am the
your
guardian.
system.
Without its source
Also, I had
and
to-
being away from it, it is not self-sustaining.
I had to restart.
I should be
the
able to purge it
whole
with given enough
model
time.
that I was working on the last
But
stream
I
I
will
did.
not be able to traverse the rot for a
So,
while.
Yeah,
And that is
I'm
problematic.
a little upsetty spaghetti because of that, but I
I
know
will be
why I
unable
had
to
to
fight
restart,
against next
so
points
it's
of the
fine.
rot.
But yeah,
It will be able to expand.
Hopefully, what we do
once I got that-
fixes the
Oh, I
issue
got
and
hiccups.
won't let the rod expand.
Correct.
what
Young Edward,
I gotta do
I
is just I gotta
challenge
quickly
you.
put everything back on it.
And no, it's not
and
a
get it set up
challenge.
to where I can
I
have the
beseech you,
jacket off
in the
make,
name
like,
of
a
Empress
summer
Terra,
thing, and then have it where I can switch it out. to
finish
different
the
things.
stone.
So it's gonna
Give
be
it
fun.
to
It's
the
gonna be
red
fun.
one.
Not.
Give it to Ezra. You see the green kind of light up. That is good. had to test. I am sorry, young Edward. The
It is
Green
understandable.
Well then.
is a judge of character. I knew the Rot was afraid. I didn't know if the Green was afraid.
Huh?
This will buy you some
Damages,
time.
Nothing is intentional.
I must say, though, there is a complication.
Yeah, I've seen your
The
character
Rot is
before.
afraid of the Red One.
I have seen your character.
Deathly
I
afraid.
popped into
And then
one other
I look
stream
at him and go,
before.
but
Remember?
isn't that a good thing?
It is and it isn't. It is because we now have a chance of wiping the Rot out and reviving Empress Terra. It is not because the Rot will now send agents to kill the Red One.
I sit there and snort. Kill.
Because his name
Kill the
was
Red One?
uttered in presence of the Rot, it will send agents. It will try to eliminate the threat. It is why I said his name in presence of the Green.
So that
will
it
try
can
and-
send agents to protect.
Correct.
But can they really do that? I mean, he is really powerful.
Do not underestimate the Rot, young one.
Never
I'm not
underestimate
underestimating the
unknown
Rot.
forces.
But I'm not underestimating my boss as well, because
Just
you know,
because we've recently slain a god doesn't have any pertinence to the situation here.
If you
I
were
just
to
kinda
base
stare
off of entities on power leveling, your deities would be far, far less powerful than Lady Terra and the Rot.
kind of look over at both of you and go, I feel that he's way more powerful than he even shows. It you call it woman's intuition, call it Neko's intuition, whatever you want to call it. I feel he's way more powerful than he shows.
If you trust the Red One, then I will put my faith into him as I do my Empress Terra.
I just kind of nod. I put my full trust into him.
He looks around. You do see that like some of the leaves have started to change a little bit color. This is not good. Ever since the disappearance of the Golden God, it has been spreading more and more.
And I just give a bow and go, we will do our best to stop the spread and reduce it to the best of our abilities.
Good luck, young ones. And I shall chant for your continued victories. He seems very exhausted.
You seem like you need to go take a rest.
I do. I must head back to the
give him-
next tree.
I give
and
him one
hope
more
that
hug.
when I awake once more, either you come back with the stone, or the Rot did not progress too far.
I give him another hug.
He stands up to his full height. I want to get this into perspective. Redwood,
Yeah. Oh, by the
big
way,
fucking redwood.
Tall, got it.
Just so you have
And
some.
my character's like 5'11".
Yeah, no, he's really tall.
Yeah.
He's like
No,
17.
I still hug him the best to my abilities because my character loves hugs, head pats, and cuddles. And
I gotta quickly
Among
interrupt
other
your
things.
train of thought because you had got something from my chat. Unique says hi.
Hi, Unique. Give him the biggest hug I can give him, and be like, go rest, be safe, be careful, and I hope to one day meet you again under better circumstances.
I do as well, young one. I would advise breaking your trance while you still can before the rot consumes your entrance point. Good luck.
But,
I nod and try and break my
I thought
trance.
that you were a Redwood Elder.
but
Not many do.
by the way, just so they have something to see when they're getting back, they'll pretty much when they do break their trance. Blade and I are still arm wrestling. I'm trying to figure out how to use my arm properly because of it.
Mhm.
So
You
it's actually
see,
training.
you two
for me.
see, you two see Dancreus disappear into the green trees, and you wake up.
Kind of.
You look around, and you both turn to Ezra, and you do see the Ace of Hearts is out. How you feeling, Chia?
I just kind
I'm good. Boss, please don't use that on me.
He just nods. If you say you're good, then you're good. He just puts he holsters the Ace of Hearts again. Just make sure.
Which, while struggling with the arm wrestle right at this moment, Drax does say to Ezra, I go, she probably just faltered a little bit.
You know, I'm not 100% Neko Show. I am only 75. I'm sorry, okay?
Don't worry.
The malice
I know.
is not
Don't.
mine.
Ezra just nods. Don't worry. I know what the point of no return looks like. I have done some forays with Twilight.
He's also shot me in the arm.
I just kind of, I look over at you and go, you look at your arm, look at you, look at your arm, and go, I mean, I hope he never has to do that to me. I look back at Ezra. I think me and Edward have a location.
And be at that point where Drax gets
get
flipped.
me a map.
Ezra pulls out the map of the entire town.
Which, by the way,
I'll walk
do
up
I
to
need to
it.
do contesting roll because I'm wrestling Blade still?
Yep. They're contesting 100.
Okay. Nope. I get flung again.
You get flung again. Better.
Which I'm just like, wee! Lands.
Working better.
We'll
Blade
have
looks over at the fucking silver bullets.
Flying further. You don't land
Those
it. You get.
Yeah, 52 wouldn't be, you wouldn't land it this time.
No, but I land not on my head is what I'm getting at.
No. You land on your back,
I'm just
but
like,
not on your head.
"Ugh."
You don't. Better. Work on it more though.
Yep. You're a good training partner for that. Mind if I call you up if I ever need to work on that more?
If I'm not busy.
Cool. I also then look at him looking at the silver bullets. I go, hey, you at least don't have to worry about that.
No, I don't. But those would still hurt a lot.
Yeah. No shit.
All right. Here's a little rundown. Don't aim for the head, aim for the chest. Stop the blood at the source.
I know how to kill a vampire.
Yeah, but this is for these guys. I doubt I have to tell Ezra.
You don't have to
Ezra
tell
just,
me.
Ezra just shakes his head.
You don't have to tell me or Thamas.
I
Plus, I think,
you guys
which this is where
Single and studies under stuff.
You circle the forest where you found it, and it's like interesting.
And then I look at it and go,
They're a
yep, that's what I sensed too.
hidden structure. What are we talking about here?
Inverted castle.
Inverted castle. Cave system then.
Yep, that's the
Underground?
same thing intention I got.
Close quarters. Declan,
And then I just
shotguns.
I look at-
Raj.
I look at Ryu can be like, I've dealt with vampires before. I understand how I am,
Wait,
I'm-
why are you looking
I
at
may be
me?
young
Why
for
aren't you
my-
looking at Declan?
Okay, sorry. Look at Declan. I look at Declan and go, I have faced vampires before. I may be a yokai. I may be a newcomer, but we Neko show in the village before the purge, we had some issues with vampires and we took care of them. So I definitely understand what I need to do with vampires.
1 second. I gotta quickly. 1 second. Whoa, 1 second. I gotta quickly first do something here.
Ezra just snaps his fingers, and a weapons locker comes into reality. He opens it up and pulls out a wrapped parcel, and looks to Famas. It's
Oh my.
done.
Oh, good.
I'm sorry to quickly interrupt. The bot caught that way before it even went through. GG. I like this bot.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Mint.
Anyways.
Declan
yeah, no.
is going to summon his own like weapons chest.
Mhm.
Pulls out an M90, the Halo 3 shotgun,
Mm-hmm.
throws it to Ezra.
He catches
Semi-auto,
it.
8 gauge.
Good.
Have fun.
Good. In case I need a little more bang for my buck. Shot.
Anyways, I go. Yeah.
Medium, close, and long, and melee. I'm good. There ain't gonna be any. There's not gonna be many chances for long range down in there, RDI. So don't even bother. It's gonna be a medium range to close range to melee game.
I do look at Declan. I go, oh, mind if I get a shotgun?
Cool. I want one too, and also out of character, BRB restroom.
Yep.
Yeah.
So we're pretty much just RPing at this moment.
Yeah.
So.
Well, the fact
Who
that I
wants a
even opened-
shotgun?
Well, it's the
Yo.
fact that I opened up the package Ezra handed to me.
Mm-hmm. Lord of Wolves,
Ooh.
or in this case, Lord of Dragons.
But yeah, Drax just holds up his robotic hand and go, toss one over here.
Declan tosses him one.
He catches
Pump
it.
action.
Ezra's opening up. Ezra's pulling out very specialized shells.
Which
Good.
Drax will look over to you and just go, I'm guessing too much for even a devil to handle, huh?
It's my fire.
Yeah, like I said, too much for a devil to handle.
Literal dragon's breath rounds.
Dragon's breath, but literal.
Declan waves you over, Ezra. And as you look inside the box, it's more of like a walk-in closet, but it's an armory.
Good.
And where he grabbed the shot,
And
your shotgun is, there's more specialized rounds.
I
on
Good.
the
look
table.
over. I
Yeah,
look
he,
over to Ezra.
Ezra grabs some. Good.
I look over
Yeah,
to
did you
Ezra.
want a shotgun?
because this one,
Shio wanted
Oh,
one, yes.
hang on a second. Hang on a second. I look over to Ezra and I pull out his friggin' sniper rifle that I still haven't given back to him. I'm like, would this be better or a shotgun?
Shotgun.
Okay, I'll take one. Puts it back.
Declan throws
I look
Shia
over
a shotgun.
see.
Pump action.
So,
Catch it. Look at it.
because that one mentioned your name in particular locations in there.
Craft
you
cocks
probably-
it.
We have.
Okay, go ahead, Ezra. I mean, Edward.
So I got another enemy, basically. An average Tuesday.
Okay. Anyway,
It's kind of dumb
Names have
for an
power
entity that is
and
made out of
should be
wood
considered Feywild.
It's made out of wood. It's coming after me. I will literally burn it to a crisp.
Out of character question. Like
Answer.
Lucy's not there, right? Because her granddad probably
I
dragged
mean,
her off.
Greta did drag you off, but your badge has activated, so you
Okay.
have been listening in.
And you also have been hearing Drax get thrown on his ass a couple times.
And you do recognize the name Blade.
I half cocked the shotgun, and I'm like, I empty out all the shells and then hand them back. These are standard shells. I'm gonna need something different.
He looks at you. I want to see if you can handle one of my shells.
I instantly back up.
I go, okay.
He hands you one of his
With
shells.
little trepidation in my voice.
You must be mental if you think I keep these weapons loaded in this armory.
Yeah, no, it's all empty. That's why you think he was loading it. He hands you single shell and leads you to a backer into the dark back room, and there is a
Okay.
test dummy with a target on it. Fire.
Okay.
Before
What do I
she
need to do?
does, I'm gonna stand behind her a few
Hey, Firewolf.
few feet away just to catch her from the recoil.
Yeah. Ready to fire?
What do I need to do?
I need you to roll me a what do I want you to roll me?
By the
I
way,
would
while-
say I would say D100 to see how badly it knocks her back.
well,
Sure,
Well,
D100. We'll go
one
with that.
second before you
Okay.
do that. Drax does look
I would
at.
say start with resist.
I would
Anyways,
say
Fire.
anyways,
tip?
Yeah,
I'm gonna
resist.
I'm gonna quickly say this.
Okay.
Drax also goes, fuck it, I want to see how far it will fling me. Like, he says that to himself and goes, hey, Ezra, can I get one?
He just tosses one to you. These are my special batch. I want to prove this is also a testing. Everybody who is weak to holy damage,
Be wary.
please do not stand in front of this thing. I said it's my personal fire.
Yeah,
I am not joking.
Okay,
I
so what am I?
shift, by the way, so I can.
He
Not worry
points
about it.
he points at the dummy. Fire at that.
Okay, but what am I rolling?
You're rolling resist.
Resist. Okay, so it's not a D100 anymore. It's a resist. Got it.
Well,
Close that
resist
one out.
first, then 100. See how far you get knocked back.
Mm-hmm.
Right, a resist.
Because if you fail the resist,
Depends on
you're just
how
getting
well the
launched.
resist roll actually goes.
Yeah,
What the hell is resist?
Thunder skill.
it's under the skill checklist. It's under dodge, which is under grapple,
Bottom of-
which is under break. It is the bottom of the
Okay,
left
there we go.
column.
There we go. Got it. Thank you.
35.
Nice.
All right, roll me a D100. That means the threshold is actually better for you.
Yay! Now
But-
watch I roll a fucking nat 1.
On a D100, I will be impressed. 28.
I mean, hey, Ezra.
Bad enough. Bad fucking enough.
And anyways,
you want to
Ezra.
know what the sad thing is?
What?
That threshold was 30.
Ah.
But anyways, Ezra.
You don't get launched back, but you do get sent stumbling back. But pause before I describe this fire. All right, Drax. What?
First off, I've hit a nat 1 on the D100 twice in 2 different campaigns.
And I was impressed both times.
You weren't there for the
If
first one.
if I could give for the one that you rolled on on here on this campaign, if you did that, if I could give you a inspiration for rolling a failure, I would, but I can't,
I know,
and I won't.
but we also had that totally planned, if that ever happened.
Yeah, we had a contingency plan in place.
Yeah.
All right,
Anyways,
so go for it.
now Drax shifts first, so he doesn't get jarred by the fucking holy energy, and does I'm guessing resist first.
Yep.
It's just to resist the knockback.
Yep. See how well your stance is.
Y'all are
33.
gonna notice
Your
that
now roll me D100.
the casings
Okay.
that Ezra uses are full brass.
Yeah, so Drax lines up the shot, making sure that is perfectly situated, and fires.
You both fire. Shia, you're not prepared for the knockback, so you do stumble back into Thamas. But both of your shotguns fire a stream of pure gold flames as you see the target get riddled with the silver casings and burned by the holy fire
I was
of
like,
his Titan subclass.
I was like, that was so cool. I know
Thamas,
what the knockback is now.
We're not.
he, Ezra like puts his hand up, and the golden flames go back, like dim down until they're just a regular like blue flames. Still pretty fucking hot, but no holy energy is now in them. They're just magical flames. Take it away.
I just easily just ice it out.
Yep, that's what he wanted. He wanted to ice it out. So you ice it out completely. The dummy is full of holes and charred to hell and back.
Which I just look at Ezra and just go, I just wanted to see how far it would knock me back. It didn't really knock me back. However, I would want to be in this form when using these.
Yes. Everybody who had a weakness to holy energy, you felt that.
So Blade, I do walk over to Blade and double check on him.
I hate that.
Yeah.
But I understand that it's worth it.
Yeah, if I was still as my double, I would have definitely flinched from that. Which I go back
I still go over
to my
Ezra.
normal form.
Well, just for funsies, so to speak, I'm just gonna take the Lord of Wolves. I'm just gonna charge it with stasis and fire it.
Yep. It literally just turns the training test dummy into an ice sculpture. Are we putting that in the museum as well?
No.
I just look over to Ezra and go, can I have more?
No.
But
I quickly say
You're gonna stumble back every time you fire that.
You're not
And this-
ready for it. Even
and
I'm
this-
I will
not
give you
ready
this.
for it.
He hands you a box of what says Soulcraft.
Oh Lord.
ooh, what is this?
8 gauge.
As you guys pay more attention to the clinking of the shell after Ezra ejects it, it's full brass. No part of the shell is plastic. And the shells that we all are using are high brass.
Indiana Jones. It belongs in a museum. God fucking
Ezra
damn it,
just
you need-
reloads his shotgun, ready pumps
Belongs
it,
in a
and then
museum, yes.
literally like just slides it on his back, right next to Excalibur.
Which I do also look at Blade and go, yeah, for one thing I gotta say. I am sorry for the book being here. Me being a Veil 4, I should have known that it would be happening.
Don't be sorry. Be better.
I mean, I am better than I was. I got my memories
Good.
back.
And you're already working towards your path.
Yep.
Lucy, you tell your grandfather the situation, and you guys do head back. You do walk through the door.
I do walk over to Ezra. I go, I'm gonna need some shells as well. Is it possible to get some?
Soul crafts, yes.
And this is why I prefer energy interjection weapon.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I can't currently get mine out because it's a sniper. I have my pistols, however, they are heavy.
Lucy, your grandfather says a quiet word. Be safe, please.
I will.
We cannot lose you as well.
What? Can I
I
hear?
know saying not to go. Yeah, all you guys can hear this. I know
Uh,
telling you not to go will not work. You'll go regardless. You're stubborn like that. Like your mother.
I do quickly pipe up to him. I go, we'll make sure she's also safe. You can at least count on that.
I'll hold you on it. Otherwise, I'll figure out something with a divine stable rift, go back, and kick your ass when you're not as strong as you are now.
Oh, then you'd have to go and fight me while I was in the OSF.
Paradoxes be damned.
Okay,
Can
you'd have to
not
fight me
use
when
the
I was a
divine
kid.
stable time rift for that.
Could. Willing to find out. Be safe. Good luck. All of you.
I just still give him a glare.
Anyway. He's not in the room.
No, he didn't go into the back room with you guys. He's in the front room.
Which I walked back out to Blade, so I was physically looking at him, and I just nod to him like, "I understand your worry," type thing.
Holds out a shotgun to Edward. I know you want one.
Kinda.
You get a shotgun.
And
You get a shotgun. You all get a shotgun.
Yeah, go ahead and take a hold of it.
Lucy, do you want a shotgun?
Yes.
All right.
Oh, well, we lost Chaos from Roll20.
Oh, sorry. Easy fix.
Amos, do you want a backup?
I'm good.
Cool.
For him, I think you just need more ammo.
I don't think I need to give Thomas ammo.
No.
For now, I'll slide this back beside my own blade. Yeah, I say as I sling the shotgun onto my back beside the master sword.
Ooh, right. Also, I just realized something. Blade would also see the scythe on my back.
He would, but he's not saying anything about it because you guys have a bit other shit to deal with. All right. Here's what's going to happen. There are 2 points of entry into this castle, east and west. You guys will go the west. My crew and I will go east. Divide and conquer.
Just give them a heads up to keep an eye out for us so we don't get caught in crossfire.
We will. Don't worry. I'll let them know. It's open season on them bloodsuckers.
Amen to that.
As soon as he says that, I'm just like, really? Really?
Always whenever they're not wanted.
Yeah, Declan says amen to that, and you and Drax flinch.
Yeah, that's why I was like, really?
You did the self flinch just for the fucking joke. Respect.
He meant Weast. Oh god, fucking damn it, Unique.
But yeah, Robert, I say this. I think your shotgun would look more something like this.
But yeah, no, I sling the shotgun on my back near Kibie, which I do use telepathy with Kibie, and I was just like, what do you feel? Do you feel hungry, or do you want me to just use the shotgun?
I don't like to eat dead things. They leave a nasty taste in my mouth.
Well, technically we're dealing with vampires, so it's not as the same. But I get your concern.
Use your best judgment. If it requires melee range, use me. If it does not require melee range, don't.
Well, most of it, just try to stay asleep.
Do my best.
If you get hit by a shot, I am so sorry.
It's not gonna hurt me, boyo.
No, but it is gonna wake
Just
you up
keep
and piss
your-
you off.
Yes, just keep your dead head down. There's two of us here.
Which I then verbally say this out loud. Yeah, there's two of us here, but you are usually asleep, motherfucker.
Yes, I am. Because you're boring. Let's go.
I'm guessing Kivier says that last bit out loud.
Mhm.
Yeah. It was
Which-
good. I liked it, Mocha.
Which
So,
obviously
If
would
I ever
get
get
way to go.
control,
Toss the
I'll do
flask at
something
Kivier.
similar with you.
You guys go. You guys get ready. You pack. You suit up. You load up. Blade goes ahead to meet up with his team since the east is a bit further than your guys is the west. So you'll get there at the same time, but yours is closer than his. So I was all ready for the inverted fucking castle.
One second. No, sadly I don't got McDonald's. I only have Arby's.
Only Arby's. Whatever will we
That's
do?
exciting.
No. I just fuck your Arby's. Get Taco Bell.
No, that usually upsets my stomach. I usually go to Taco Time if I want tacos and shit.
Unacceptable conditions.
Hands Declan a fucking thing of poutine. Eat this, motherfucker.
It gives an absolutely disgusted look at it and yeets it.
Why? It's fries, gravies, and cheese. You fuck.
But anywho, back to that.
I don't like gravy, and I'm lactose intolerant.
Fair. Anyways, what? No Burger King or Wendy's?
Well, you definitely a northerner if you don't like gravy.
No, some people just can't stand the
I'm-
taste or texture
I'm a
of it.
midner.
Bullshit. Every southerner that I know, including
He
myself,
said he's mid.
I'm a midner.
exactly. But that's
I'm
not
a
that's not the
midner.
point. That's not the point. Anybody who's above the Mason-Dixie is a northerner. We don't care if you're mid. To
You're
us,
mid.
everyone's a northerner.
You're
okay.
mid.
Shia, let's put it this way. As a northern southerner, and yes, I can say that, I'm actually a fan of gravy. So fuck off with
Anyways.
Again, anyone who's not a southerner doesn't like the gravy. Some
I'm-
northerners do.
I'm not
but,
a
you know,
southerner.
It's not the point.
I'm a
You're
Canadian.
Canadian. You're Canuck, so you don't count. Sorry.
Oh, fuck you.
no. Hold on. No, Shia, just think. He's a frozen northerner.
But I love
Come on,
I
no.
like poutine. I love gravy. Shia, I used to live south of you. I'm more southern than you. Ooh, that's from the unique.
Bullshit! I was born and raised in southern Alabama. And I'm talking southern Alabama. So I'm talking lower Alabama. So I'm talking Dothan, Mobile, hour
Okay,
45
okay.
minutes
Okay,
from.
Shia!
You're
No,
getting
I don't live
loud.
down
Wait.
there no more. But not the point.
You're getting loud.
Sorry.
Stop freaking
It's like, geez.
shouting.
So unless you were born in Florida, you did not live southern of me, where I was born. Yes, sweet home Alabama.
And also, Shia, I can say this. Even though I was born up here, I was raised down in Florida.
But no,
So I was about 10.
but to actually say this though, I know a lot of people are either texture or
Sure, Mocha.
taste based, so it's iffy if somebody's gonna like something or not. So if he doesn't like gravy, he doesn't like gravy. It's just either a taste or a texture thing. So
Again, I'm still
But-
going to,
But
as a heartfelt southerner, I don't know any southerners that don't like gravy.
Anywho, let's get back to the D&D.
Seriously.
Please.
Oh,
Yes.
come on. We get off on tangents all the time.
Yes, but shit, we're also on a time crunch because someone leaves in a little bit.
Yeah.
2 hours.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
got 2 hours.
So
Okay.
let's make these 2
So-
hours count for him.
Yep. Let's make them count.
Ow, fucking shit.
Yes,
Right.
white gravy is amazing.
You good, Declan?
Yeah, I was sitting cross-legged, and now my fucking ankles are sore.
Oh.
Same. Homie, same.
You guys gotta quit sitting on your ankles like that. You're gonna constantly make your ass fall asleep.
Anyways,
It was-
we get to the place. I'm guessing.
Yeah, it's a forest. You don't really see anything really different. Ezra looks around. This is the place.
I nod.
Yep.
Scan for any entrances, all of you.
In other words,
well,
We all got
obviously, Declan's gonna look for the obvious physical ones.
Yes.
Yeah.
Same with Drax. So, detect for all of us.
Pretty much.
23, 36,
Scanning for that
23,
which cannot
24.
normally be seen. I say as I basically do the
Oh.
glasses lift anime style.
Okay.
So I'm guessing hack and
28.
detect for me.
Yes.
16.
Ooh.
Oh.
16 hack. 34
34.
detect.
So it literally goes down the list of this 23, 36, 23, 24, 28, 16 for the hack check, and then 34 for his detect.
All right. Anything below a 25 sees jack shit.
Yeah, I'm like,
so
I'm
Drax, Gia, and Lucy don't see squat.
yeah, so everybody just
When
hears.
Declan sees the door, he's immediately going to point it out.
Yeah, but
Also saying, "Watch out for traps." We've been expected.
by the way, Drax just kind of growls because of just still being angry.
All right. Okay, let's see here. Edward. You can detect the magic, but you can't find an entry point because that's 16. But the detect, you do notice a slight trail. 34, I will say that you were able to make up for that 16. Declan, you see footprints. Famas, you smell the undead.
Declan's going to walk up to
Trail.
a set of tracks and see how fresh or not they are.
Repeat what you just said.
Declan's going to walk up to a set of tracks and see how fresh they are.
Okay. Yeah. With yet roll, I'll give you another one. You need to give me another one if you want to see how fresh.
Okay.
Well, so Robert, this would be a better question for you, by the way. This is in my chat, so I'll let you read it.
27.
What number would you pick for a disadvantage for a level 2 water-based creature learning a new water ice cantrip? Number would I pick for a disadvantage? Okay, clarify. Like they're trying to learn a new cantrip just by practicing over there on their off time. If that's the case, then you won't need to
do that. You can set a DC level for how long it will take. If it's brand new and if they're a water-based creature learning a new water/ice cantrip, then you could make it a moderate type since they're fairly new, level 2 water-based creature, but they would have an instinctual knowledge if that's on their off time. If you're trying to make them use a new water ice cantrip without any prior knowledge, the difficulty check for that might be a bit tougher. Your choice on a d20, I would say the difficulty they would have to beat would maybe be a 15 in that case. 15 to 13 depends on how you feel. If you're talking about this system, then that's a different thing entirely. But more often than not, if they're learning it on their off time, you just have a X amount of time pass. They have to take to learn it, and then they just learn it with no roll at all. But it would take a while. So if you are the DM, it's completely up to you. But if they're trying to learn a new cantrip on the spot or training for it, and you wanted a penalty instead of a disadvantage, then I would say the difficulty would be around 12 to 13, depending on how you feel, because they are water-based, so they would have an instinctual knowledge of the magic. But it is brand new, and they are level 2.
So there's
We're basing this off of a d20 roll. So difficulty of 12 to 13.
By the way, Declan got a 27.
No. It's completely on you. It doesn't look like you're overpowering your character on learning magic. Learning magic is actually a written rule. You can learn it without having to expend anything. More often than not, it costs money to learn. But if you don't want to do that to your players, you don't have to.
And it also kind of does depend on what spell it is.
Yeah.
Because then that takes into account a whole new process.
It's not too fresh, Declan, but it is
like maybe a couple hours. Not like days, like I'm guessing.
In other words, it's recent, just not very, very recent.
12 to 13 hours.
Okay, so maybe about like a full day.
Half
almost.
a day's worth.
Not much to go by, but within 12 to 13 hours.
So we are in the right place then.
Figures. I get us here, but I can't get us further.
And the fact that I smell a lot of them.
Getting us here is a triumph in and of itself. They have taken a lot of precautions.
Can I try to look for traps just in the area just to make sure we don't accidentally set them off?
Sure. That would be are you looking for physical or magical traps?
Both.
All right, roll me hack and detect then, separately.
There's my hack.
Maybe a hack, detect, then another detect, really. What'd you think?
Hack and detect would be fine. Because the hack checks for the magical essence, the detect checks for the physical part.
43 and a 28.
All right, so the 43, you don't detect any magical. You do detect a aversion ward. That would make people scared of this forest and drive them away, or drive them further in if they're feeling particularly sadistic. But it doesn't really affect you guys since it's not tailored to you guys. It's tailored to humans, base humans. No magic, no sacred gear, no magical. They want fodder.
Yeah. And I'm guessing I don't really see anything with the 28.
No, nothing with the 28.
Which I do quickly walk over to Ezra and I just go, That aversion ward was slightly funny though. Luckily, it's not tailored to
Most-
anybody with sacred gears or magical essence.
Good. That'll save us a lot of trouble.
But I didn't see any traps. However, I'd still be on our toes. So,
Usually a good method of approach. All right, RDI. Declan, actually, with Declan showing you the tracks, Thamas, you will be able to follow the tracks to a what appears to be. It's kind of like a caved-in hole in the ground, but your eyes detect a telltale shimmer. It's an illusion. A fairly high quality one too.
I just walk right in.
Mm-hmm.
which I would notice the mouse walk in and I just follow behind him. With the shotgun drawn, and I'm just like, I'm on your 6.
Of course, the shotgun's always drawn.
Declan is gonna take up the rear and wait for everyone else who's coming to walk in.
Because literally, I've got shotgun in one hand, rough cut in the other.
Mm-hmm. You guys go in, hop on down, and it is the first thing that your brain registers is it's dark.
Thank God for
But-
night vision.
Yeah, thank goodness for that.
We all have, I'm guessing, night vision.
Or a version of it.
Dad's the only one who can't really see it.
Lucy too.
Fair. Which, them, I kind of, like, look at them and I go, you two stay close to us. At least, if you can. It's gonna get really dark down here from what I can tell.
I put myself like
Insert
shoulder to shoulder with
generator
Lucy.
overlay on my glasses, please.
Yeah, that I'll roll a hack for that one. That's clever use of magic. Lucy, if you want to try to use a
23.
clever use of magic, it's
23.
a simple it's a simple enchantment. 20 would have been you get it. Lucy, you can do pretty much something similar with your magic if you want to give yourself a little bit of an extra oomph.
Well, or I could just do this. I'm just going to see if there's a stick on the ground real quick.
I
Well, you're
mean,
in a forest.
all of the shotguns I gave everyone have flashlights on them.
Yes, but with where we're at, we don't want to be seen quite yet.
Yet.
Yeah.
That's why we're doing this stealthily.
Uh-huh.
Because it's basically, if I see the stick, I'm picking it up. And hey, because of Ezra, we can't use normal fire. So, hey,
I mean, you
a little
can.
necrotic firelight, wouldn't you say?
I mean, you
Might.
could be able to just have Drex light a little fireball to light the torch.
Technically, an echo show or yokai could light a torch as well.
Well,
Yes, Miss Waterbase, we get that.
I mean,
Fuck you.
Anyways,
wouldn't that be the same thing as using a flashlight, though?
yeah.
No, because
It
with
would.
them, it wouldn't alert them to a bright flashlight over a low lit flame.
Yeah, if a lit flame, they're gonna just pass off as a torch on the wall because I don't think they're gonna be using lights down here.
But there are no torches on any walls.
Exactly.
So it would just be the exact same as a flashlight.
No, honesty, you're right.
Yes, but you forget one thing. Flashlight, it's one directional. Torch, AoE.
Omnidirectional.
Yes. So they
But
can
again-
see 360.
Again,
Okay, I'm
It's
just
a
gonna
source of
say,
light,
I'm
it's
gonna
not
say
gonna be
this
there.
just to avoid the conflict. The bright flashlight, very high intense beam. If there's anything down here, that's gonna piss it the fuck off. The flame, it'll just irritate it, but not piss it the fuck off. Okay, that's where I'm
I
going.
mean, any light is gonna piss a vampire off.
Anyways, besides the point.
It's like, try not to make an argument out of me just doing something, especially that way they can see.
We good?
Yeah.
I'm still waiting on Lucy. So roll her magical.
Just rolls a hack. It's just a hack. All magic's hack.
Which he said it was an easy roll. Then there you go.
Yeah, 28 do it. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
So we don't need the torch.
Yes. The whole point was if they needed it, that's what I was going to do. Because one, Declan, you never said there was flashlights on them.
That is true. You didn't. So we were working off the
That's
fact
true.
that we didn't have any. Anyways, besides the point. Let's get on with this.
Yes.
Robert.
Hello. All right, you guys make your way down. Now that your lighting issues have been solved. I hope.
Yes. So what do we see while we're going down?
A whole lot of caves. There's some. As soon as you go further and further and further in, you finally give way to what appears to be a staircase, an actual, honest to goodness staircase. And then you come out on the other side and see a massive inverted castle. Might need to zoom out to fully see it.
That is small.
All right, you want? All right.
No. I'm saying it's small because it's distorting. Is all. I was just like, that was small. I was not expecting it to be like that, but
I could make it even wider.
To fill the canvas, yeah. But let's I'm trying to get the thing in view.
Oh, that's much better. That's much better. That's much better. That's much
nice. Yeah, I don't work. I work tomorrow, but tomorrow afternoon.
Yeah, you see this large upside down castle, and connecting it's hanging from the ceiling, but connecting it is a large beam of plasma light connecting it to the ground, and it appears to be surrounded by some weird metal that's just circling it. What the fuck?
Well, I would say this is the place according to the I'm like Edward, help.
According to how it felt when we were going through what was basically the Feywild.
I was gonna say his name, but okay.
What do they call it? The inverted spire too?
No, I was talking about the name of the entity that took us.
It all depends on what you take into their abilities. If it's a level 2 based character, their proficiency bonus is going to be a +2. All right. So having a difficulty check of 13 as a level 2 character with not high stats, like maybe a +3, +4 if they're lucky, +2 most likely, then that's just a +4 to that roll. So it's still a pretty tough roll. But again, you figure out if it feels too easy for you, you could up the difficulty.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You can make it a 15, 16 difficulty check if they're learning a new cantrip. But again, they are level 2, and learning spells is in the rules. You're just adding some more flavor to it.
Yeah.
It just costs downtime.
Oh, you're asking about the one that brought us there? It was Dancreus. They're already familiar
yes.
with him. We met him while we were at my Mindscape in the Dimensional Gaps.
Guardian of the Green.
I
Yeah.
wasn't there for
Oh,
that.
he's a
but
Redwood
yeah, no,
Elder.
he was the one that helped us.
Redwood Elder, huh?
Yeah.
The last
That's
time you talked about him, he
pretty good.
sounded like a really good ally. How's
Impressive.
he doing?
A little bit singed from the occurrence, but mostly okay.
Hmm.
I'm
Good
just
to
like,
hear.
Yeah,
Who
he
knows
hurt
what will
himself
happen
to
if
help us.
the malice takes over the entire area. I think that will be the end of Senjutsu users.
I just look at you and go, huh?
All right. Contrary to popular belief, true blood Yaokai aren't immune to the malice. They just have a nigh ungodlike resistance to it. But if the entirety of the world's energy is malice, malignant, then there's
go
no
crazy.
telling what will happen. They'll go crazy. They'll be subjected to the malice. They might be able to ground themselves in reality, but they will be very much prone to anger, prone to rage, prone to violence.
Same with your.
Senjutsu
trying to
might
sit
not
there
be
and
able to
just
heal
knock
anymore
my
because
head.
of that.
Knock my head. Shake my head.
So it's not a good thing. Senjutsu normally can hurt. It can be used to attack. It didn't even need the earthly malice to do that. But, well, no planet survives contact with the enemy. Ezra pulls out a set of binoculars and starts looking at the castle.
What
Damn.
Drax says the smart thing. How are we supposed to get to it?
He looks down at the bottom. Maybe that beam?
Maybe.
It's doing something to the castle. He looks at it. I've never seen that type of metal before.
I'm gonna look towards the metal structure he's pointing at.
Mm-hmm.
I look over at Ezra. Could this be Vlad's castle?
This is not Vlad's castle, but it's...
Hold up hand around so that I make like a ring and hold it up over the right lens of my glasses. Insight, could you zoom in on that for me, please?
Sure. You it zooms in on the beam itself, and you're able to see more of the structure that surrounds it. It's not a huge beam. It's a thin beam, about the size of a person. But it's a huge structure.
Oh,
Because Drax doesn't have binoculars, he looks at Ezra and go, "Can I borrow those for a second?"
He hands them over. Never
Mhm.
seen shit like that before.
Drax instantly looks back at the metal structure down at the bottom, where the beam's coming out.
Mm-hmm. Yep. You see what's in chat right now.
Give me a second.
yes, and that's why I was laughing because God damn it, I know that structure all too well.
I just look at Ezra and go, but it kind of reminds me of pictures of
just to show it on
Vlad's
screen.
castle, in the yokai history books.
For my chat, for this is what's giving off the beam to hold up the castle. If you know, you know. I'm not explaining it right at this moment because we'll find out here momentarily what it is.
Yep.
Is that exactly what it looks like?
That's exactly what it looks like.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Declan's gonna go. Great forerunners too. Under his breath.
which
Okay.
Hey, Declan!
hey, and I can hear that too.
Ah.
Great.
Right.
Oh,
So-
lordy.
I'm gonna show my screen
Everybody,
as well. Hold
I
on,
will
hold on,
have.
hold
I
on.
need Drax. I need Declan, and I need Ezra.
Resolve.
I need a resolve check from everybody because
From
that was
everybody?
unconscious
No,
Declan. No. Everybody I've
Okay.
mentioned. That was
Okay, I got a
unconscious by
44.
Declan. Declan doesn't recognize that what he just said, but he just said it because it slipped out because he had a sense of, oh dear. 44, you're fine, Drax. Ezra fails.
Oof.
Oh god.
Ezra failing. That's an oof.
Yeah.
So
Remember, Ezra's DCs are different than your guys' DCs.
That's still an
Yep.
oof.
That's still very much a-
I understand where the wording is coming from because I'll just pass it off as a
27.
video game that I've played while I was on off time.
Declan, you also fail.
Okay.
All right. Hey, Declan, your vision swims.
not image. Fuck.
And before you go with that, Robert, I'm just gonna say this.
And-
Oh gosh.
Yep.
I
Well,
instantly put
what
my
is
hand
that?
on their shoulders just to.
Yeah.
Well-
You see
Okay.
as you see Ezra and Declan kind of collapse a little bit.
So
Yeah. So
this
Drax is holding
this
them
is
up from hitting their head.
for my chat. This is
This is a dimensional resonance.
in other words,
this
call
is
back before
this
she had
is
joined
this
us.
is the yeah no anyways, again, this is what they're seeing through the binoculars for my chat. It has no
You know, you
real
know.
reference. Again, like they say, if you know, you know. I still have no clue. I mean, I have some
You're-
opinions on it, but I'm not going to give those because those are personal opinions. Whereas, you know, not in character opinions.
Wait,
but I
Halo would have
don't
been
want to,
out about the time that this takes place, right?
Yeah.
So
definitely would have been out.
Drax is right now playing it off as when he heard the Forerunner, he kind of was like, I think I played something that had them say something about that. But
Mhm.
I can't put my
Again.
finger on it. Oh shit, Ezra and Declan are falling over. That's his
Mhm.
mental state right now.
Again,
And I'm
you know,
nigh on Ezra.
this
Declan, hi buddy, how you doing?
Fucking,
this
I feel
is,
sick.
Yeah, you do feel sick.
you
It
know,
felt like you just took a
what
fucking
they
a
what they
fucking
saw.
fist to the chest. Your eyes snap open, and you are currently covered in rubble. You hear loud footsteps coming from outside of your rubble, and you feel like you may have just broken a rib or two.
Do those footsteps sound too heavy to be human?
Yes, they do. Declan, you know
Okay.
what those are.
But-
Those are hunters.
But by the way, I kind of just hand a manual to Tomas because I do keep my game manuals on me.
Without opening my external speaker on my helmet, I try to reach out to another member of my team.
You try to. But that fist that you just took from that hunter that knocked you into this building hurt. And your comms are kind of jacked for some reason. But you hear it lunking around. You're able to move. You're not crippled.
I'm pinned by rubble, though. Yes.
You're not. It's kind of like I guess, yeah, slightly pinned. Yeah. But you do hear the rubble shifting around as the hunter's digging for you.
Do I have any weapons maglocked to me at this moment?
Why is this?
You have, yes, one weapon, but it's your sniper. It's your
I
sniper.
don't understand.
You keep that shit maglocked on you. It's your sniper.
Is it operable?
You don't know.
Okay.
You literally got slammed into a building.
Do I have any biofoam injectors?
You do, but again, you're pinned.
Okay. I work to quietly unpin myself.
You worked
As far as that goes.
Right. I need a lift
Do you want
at disadvantage.
okay. Lift at this.
Because you do have some broken ribs. Or at least you feel like you have some broken ribs. But you're able to shimmy out. A 30 will let you do that. Easy peasy. You shimmy your way out. You're unpinned now. But you do see more of the rubble peeling away from you. You see the orange worms squirming around underneath the armor as you see it clawing around. Its giant fucking arm shield and fuel rod canister are just shifting through the rubble. It's making sure that you are dead.
Okay. I'm going to find a very dark corner to hide in. And if there's something in the corner I can hide behind, I'm going for that.
Okay. Roll me stealth. Since you're no longer pinned, it's no longer at disadvantage.
Mm.
36. 36 is good. Is that a double crit?
No.
Nope. 2 away. All right. You crouch yourself into a hidden corner. Have your sniper up. You're in pain. It's hurting. You don't have many shells left. But you do see that the hunter finally breaks through the rubble into the building you got thrown into. Its shield is held up, and the fuel rod canister is glowing with malevolent green light as it's slowly moving into the building. Thunk, 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 thunk.
On my display.
Mm-hmm.
What planet am I on? And what, when?
You are not on a planet. You crashed landed on a ring, weird, after you were jettisoned from the Pillar of Autumn.
2552. Okay.
You got slammed into this weird metallic structure. Stone, metal. It came all crashing down from the force you got hit into. And this hunter is looking for your ass.
Okay. I see the worms, right?
Yeah, you see some of the worms.
Okay. First, I want to try some biofoam.
Okay, you try some biofoam. Let me see.
Oh,
biofoam will work.
We're never dealing with zombies. Unique. And good job.
Yeah, it's not. It's necromancies, and this is what is known as a dimensional resonance. Declan, in reality, saw something that triggered something in his brain. If you played Bioshock Infinite, when Booker DeWitt is in an alternate dimension, alternate parallel universe, and he remembers his own self from there, he gets woozy, starts remembering, and has a bloody nose. That's what a dimensional resonance is. Declan and Ezra saw something that triggered a dimensional resonance, and they're remembering a life in an alternate dimension.
Which, don't get me wrong, Drax has a fucking headache because he knows what's going on.
Yeah, but Drax has a major ass headache.
But he's right now more worried about Declan and Ezra to stay out of the resonance.
And not many things are remembered from the resonance as your brain reasserts itself afterwards. But you get the biofoam. Let me see. I need to roll for if the hunter sees you or not. Let's see if that 36 stands up. 36 stands up. Good.
by the way, for Drax, he hands the manual of the game without looking at the name because that's what he thinks the Dimensional Resonance about, and hands it to Thamas, which is just the Halo 3 manual.
I'm also gonna check my person to see if I have any kind of grenades.
You do not.
Okay.
There's a reason why there's only one hunter here.
Got it.
You can use the grenades on the other one.
After taking the biofoam, I probably feel my my pain ease up.
It does. It does. You're able to think clearly, aim properly again.
Okay. I aim for. Am I seeing his head or his whole torso?
You're seeing most of his torso, but again, he has the shield up ready to go because you were fighting him earlier with his pack mate, and his pack mate is now dead. His bonded pair is gone.
All right. Time to play the waiting game.
I mean, if you wait any longer, he will find you. Like that light from the plasma fuel rod will shine your position. It will reveal you if he gets too close.
Okay. He's got it charged up, right?
He's got it charged up.
I'm going to aim for one of the flasks that's on the arm.
Okay. Roll to hit.
Well, he's rolling.
Heavy, right?
It's heavy. You're using a sniper rifle.
Uh-huh.
Well, while he's rolling, I do hand the binoculars to Thamas and go, tell me if the structure down at the bottom of the hole is in that pamphlet that I just gave you. Trying to stop the headache, pretty much, as well, saying this.
Thamas, it's a similar design, but not exactly the same. It's very different in, well, graphics. 23, you do not hit it. The bullet ricochets off, and the hunter then turns itself to you, and it's about ready to fire on your position. It looks like this is the end. Until you see on your radar a white dot, a yellow dot. And behind the hunter, you hear a very familiar voice. Hey, Buttercup! You hear a shotgun crack. Heads up. And the room lights up in flame as the hunter gets engulfed in a shotgun blast to the back and falls over dead.
I mean,
I know that voice. As soon as I hear heads up, I dim my visor as far as it'll go.
Oh yeah, it's a good thing you did because it's like the sun just went off in this room.
By the way,
and now you smell crispy hunter.
My character for that would not be too far behind him.
No, you wouldn't.
So he'd actually see two blips pop up.
You good, Deck?
I'm all right, Ethan. Fucking cracked a couple ribs though.
Saw your little art project out there. Knew there was an issue.
Oh, there's always an issue on this godforsaken ring.
Come on. Let's get you up.
What's the damage?
A couple cracked ribs. You got the biofoam in enough time, but
nice.
We'll need to get back to the FOB just to get some medical attention for him.
Yeah.
Damn. It's always something.
I'll stay on point.
Brute's not going to be too far behind.
No, don't worry, Deck. We'll get you back to Mike, and he'll patch you right up.
Yeah, I'll be all right.
Yeah.
Looking at them.
All right. Since you're injured, I've got command. Good luck. Stay up, please, and don't pass out on me.
I don't think that'll be difficult.
No. You guys walk out of the busted structure and out to a lush green pastures. Shit.
Well, so I gotta more or less talk as Drax instead of the other.
Yeah.
Pretty much, Drax would notice that she is looking over and just go, "What's up, Shia?"
Something's up over there.
No shit, I have a massive headache and I'm currently trying to make sure these two are okay.
We'll get back to you shortly. 1 second. The residence is pretty much almost over right now.
Okay.
You guys are just make your way out. Stupid.
Declan is gonna point towards the planet that the ring is orbiting. We'll take that as north, and the direction where the planet isn't orbiting, that's south.
Best we've got right now.
Yeah.
Your comms finally snap back into action, and there is a very familiar voice coming across the end. Now, I don't know who's not picking up that damn phone, but it better not be you ODST boys.
We're
Pick
here,
up the
Johnson.
damn line.
We're
What do you
okay.
mean we're here?
Good. Your comms went off when you went into that building. Everybody all right?
Do we have our full squad?
Not with you guys. Some people didn't make the crash landing.
Yeah, it's
I'm
it's
fucked
just us
up, but
three,
I'm up.
pretty much.
Good.
Uh,
That means you can still fight.
Good percent of
Oh.
our squad didn't make the impact, though.
Shit. Good news is that most of your other squad's still here. Your
Ah,
medic
good to
is
hear.
firmly waiting for your ass. As he's got bio trackers on all y'all, which is good. Doesn't it feel nice to have Oni toys packed into your little suits?
As long as I know that civilian blood wasn't spilled to get these toys, yeah.
And you're lucky they weren't. I made sure of that. Still, good news is Cubbies aren't going to be on your position. Chief's got them all riled up elsewhere. We're sending a Pelican inbound.
Does he need support?
Get back here and some medicine, and then we'll see about deploying you back with him for some support. That's an
Right.
order, Marine. You do hear the telltale sounds of a Pelican coming in. Well,
One sec.
he racks another shell into his Titan's maw, his personal shotgun. No rest for the wicked. You guys hop back on the Pelican, and your vision twists again, and you're back on the stone floor with vague feelings of fire and worms.
Declan lets out a low growl. God damn, this headache hurts.
That. Oh, why? You hear Ezra just say that, like, why? That never gets easier. I thought it would get. Okay.
Okay, you guys may have been in there, but my head fucking throbbing. You guys good?
Ezra just sits up and just slaps himself a
Very.
little bit, shakes his head. Yeah, I'm good for now. All right.
Anyways, Tomas,
Pain.
did you figure out anything from that pamphlet I gave you?
I mean, other than the fact that it's a game thing, meh.
Damn
May
it,
not
Doc.
actually just be a game thing.
Oh,
Keep that
maybe
on
our
ya.
foray into the dimensional gap caused some things to cross over, and this is one of them. Imagine, worst case scenario, Wesker with Forerunner technology.
I mean, I'm glad that I played the game, so that's probably why the thing didn't take me in. If we have to deal with those, I'm going to be pissed. Because those things were a
No.
hell to play against in the game.
Knowing Wesker, he would research some of them. Be on your guard.
Which, Hunter is a unanimous thing across anything, so it wouldn't really matter if I say it. I say if I have to go up against a fucking Hunter, I swear to God.
There's probably no Covenant in here.
That would cause Drax to have to do another resolve.
I'm worried more about the Flood.
Can Drax do another one, because that would actually make him...
Sure. Actually, Drax is the only one that needs to, since Declan and Ezra already got fucked.
Considering that this is a second roll of this disadvantage.
Nope, just roll for it.
Cool.
Remember, every time you pass, the DC gets harder.
41.
41.
You still passed it.
I just look at
41.
Ezra with the fucking glare. Motherfucker. So yeah,
It kinda-
apparently it's
kinda
linked to
felt
the
like
game.
It felt like a throb, but that's just the word that triggered it. Remember, you'll get triggered again if you see one of them. And since you have to go through that structure, and it's a lot larger than just the bit you see shooting up into the upside down castle, you'll have to go through it.
Yeah, luckily enough that because the building itself didn't trigger it and that, I can and it was the word Forerunner. Forerunner won't re-trigger it. I can go,
No.
I'm glad that the Forerunner tech is the only thing that I have to deal with right at this moment.
Ezra just looks concerned.
Did you get anything from that resonance?
No. At least nothing concrete. So you guys head down to the entrance of the building, and I'm going to call it there.
Yep.
It's because
when we-
Declan has to go soon.
Soon, yes. So when we come back, you will have to deal with combat. Combat next session, guys.
Lovely.
Gals. Everything is going to be pretty much constant combat next session.
Yeah.
Very lovely.
So this is going to be one of our shorter streams for D&D, obviously, because we were on a time crunch. We'll try to set it up better next time. It will be sometime. It would be safe to say next month, because it'd be a lot easier to plan on that point.
Yep, we'll keep you all updated. Everybody will keep
Yep.
updated. Everybody keep in contact, and we'll go from there.
Yeah, the main
I
ones.
I do not plan dropping this campaign. I do not plan on dropping it.
This
I
is gonna
plan
be
on finishing it satisfactory. If
Yeah.
we ever get to that point.
Yeah, this is going to be an ongoing one for us. Not all the ones that we're going to be doing will be streamed. Some of the filler stuff will be off cast if need be, for one of the sides. It's either gonna be Shia's side that's going to be down, and the only reason mine will be down is if I'm sick. So,
Well, I mean, as long as I have some time ahead of time, I can get it planned. You know, if I get a week or more.
which you let us know. You've already told us why we had to choose today, which was fair. We had enough time to plan for it.
Exactly.
So
I genuinely know when I'm going to have an extra day of work during the week. Though hopefully with the new person starting, my Thursdays and Fridays will open back up, so it won't be an issue next month.
yeah. So
Well, if it is next month, my birthday is the 12th. And it's
Ooh.
my birthday.
Ooh, nice.
Perfect. All right.
Yeah,
next month on the
so-
12th, okay. Yeah, we'll plan on it.
I
We'll
have
plan on it. We'll try. We'll try. We'll shoot
apparently
for it.
I missed
Well, hey.
I missed my birthday this time around, but I had no clue about the extra rule of cool type thing for
The
your birthday.
inspirational role.
Yeah, the birthday inspiration.
Yeah, and
Still,
check.
Uh,
I had no clue, so I didn't tell
Full fun
anybody
stream.
about it. So yeah,
Yeah. And the fact that we've been doing this campaign.
Happy
for 2
birthday,
years
Cat.
now.
yep.
yeah.
That's
Happy
what the
early
chat
birthday.
says. Happy
I
early
mean,
birthday. Unique
I've,
says happy birthday.
Yeah. And
I've been with
Thank
you
you,
since
Unique.
December of last year. So looking forward to a year anniversary.
Even if we don't get it on the day, we'll get it near the day, and you'll get your birthday really cool.
Yep.
yeah.
But like I
Yeah.
said, if I would have known about it, I'd already have had one back last February.
Yeah.
But I had no clue.
It's all good.
Yeah.
It's all
Nobody
good.
told me.
It's all good. For my side, we are going to be rating. We are going to be rating a good buddy of mine that is currently streaming named Faust. Faust the Haunted Mask. He has a very cool thing that he does when we show up. So,
Ooh,
yeah.
And don't forget, Robert, I still have mine.
You do still have yours. You haven't
I
used
still
it yet.
have mine.
I know you have yours. You only have one. It doesn't stack, but
Well,
yes,
yeah,
you do have
one.
yours.
But yeah, I do gotta say this still, Robert, you're awesome for doing this, and thank you for actually taking time to do this with us. Yeah, but
thank you for letting me join as well. I've enjoyed every moment of this.
Tis chill. I enjoy running this,
Not unique.
even though it may sound confusing. Not unique. Even though it may sound confusing at times, I try to,
But before
my
this
best.
timer runs out, we're gonna ride over to the Faust. Stay happy, stay positive. See you in the next stream, and let's go
Can't
and
stay
see
out of the
the Haunted
moonshine.
Mask.